Welcome, Wapham crew. Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high. Get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. We are live tonight from the Mile High Clubhouse. It is Saturday, January 15th, Sunday, January 16th. For those of you across the pond and beyond, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I hope you guys have had an awesome weekend so far. Thank you so much for joining us once again on one of our many outlets. If you're listening to us live right now, you're listening to us on Spreaker.com. You can also find us on KPNL Radio, which you can find at kpnl-db.com. If you would like to catch up with us on your free time or when you're working out, or working it, make sure you check us out on Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Tumblr, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Deezer, Podcast Addict, and Podcast Chaser. We got a lot of fun stuff going on over on Facebook and Twitter. It's been kind of boring the last couple weeks because I have been dealing with COVID, not only with my self and my family, but then my husband being put into ICU. But yeah, we're going to get things back up and rolling as far as having the funny posts and such. Make sure you go over to our YouTube, like and follow us, and give that bell a little tickle. That way next time we have a show come out, you will be notified. So tonight I have a treat for all my guys and gals out there. Tonight we will be talking to and getting to know Psychic Chris Garcia. And Chris Garcia is a psychic medium, empath, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, who also has the ability to see auras and has experience with remote viewing. He has had these God-given gifts since the young age of 5. Chris loves helping people and sensitive children with their gifts as well. He is a tarot card reader and a ghost hunting and paranormal enthusiast. He is also a shaman healer and very into his native heritage. Welcome, Chris, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm so grateful that you were able to make it.
I know what due to this, like we were talking before the show started, but I mean, I'm doing a lot better than I was before, I'll tell you that much. I've been saving and conserving my energy, and I've been drinking all my liquids, still drinking water and to keep myself hydrated. Um, but this stuff, like I was telling you, Tessa, it's real. I mean, it's sad because there's so many people that are sick out there, and it's we just gotta maintain our composure. Wear your mask. If you don't need to go out, don't go out. And then the other thing that I've said, and I've even been validated from my friend Deborah. Um, I don't know. I think you popped in my live one time, Tess, and I was doing a live, and it was right after Ken's show. Um, I don't know why, but I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go on live. So I did. And I just told everybody, like, it's insane. I'm back and, I'm taking it easy. And little that I know, I started getting this image of these waves, like real, real, real high. And I told everybody, I said, I feel very dizzy. I feel very disoriented. Um, it just got so bad that I said, I can't stay on live anymore. So I found out that same day, they said, I think it was a tsunami hit a certain area. Everybody hit me up on Messenger and told me, "Oh shit, this is what you were talking about."
Yeah, there was a volcano in the middle of the ocean that caused a tsunami
Yeah,
in Hawaii and
and
all over the West Coast, including Alaska.
yeah, and I was feeling it. I must have gotten it before it hit, or I must have felt like the aftershock or something because it really took a big load on me. And I said, I just can't. And everybody's like, "What's going on with you?" And I said, "I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm gonna be the psychic weatherman. I don't know what the hell is going on, but." I mean, it's gotten so bad and tense, Tess, that it's like I don't even know anymore. And then this last vision I'm gonna tell you about, and I think you saw it too. I actually talked about this on Facebook. Well, listen to this, Tess. Sorry.
No
Well,
worries.
so I was. I don't even know how I got there. I just remember it was like it looked like a school building to me, and I just remember roaming the halls, and I could hear people screaming. And I remember as I was walking, they had the the poles of what kept the building were white, right? So I kept hearing the screaming, and then in the parking lot, I was like, I was like, what's going on? So I noticed that people were looking up, and I looked up and I said, oh my God, I'm seeing a spaceship rotate. It was rotating, and I actually put that on my video. Um, it was not like very low altitude. It was very high, like a normal. Wasn't very to where you could touch it, and it was just going all around to where I was, and then it maybe further down there wasn't a parking lot, but it was like an open area. So I had my back facing this little area where it seemed like it's the middle of the hallway. Something tells me to turn around, and I see the spaceship at eye level, Tessa. Okay, this vision was when I was very sick. I saw blues, I saw reds, oranges, greens on the outer the base of the spaceship. When I saw this, I was kind of like not totally sick, but I was already kind of getting better. And I thought, okay, what in the hell are y'all coming up so close to me of all people? And I said, spaceships don't do that. Spaceships, I don't care if it's triangle, rotating, I don't care. Spaceships do not get that close.
Was this
But
one a triangle or a disc?
it was a disc,
Okay.
and I'll probably send you a picture of what I sent everybody on the video. But man, that scared me. You should have seen me, Tess. I woke up in a sweat, and I'm thinking, I'm barely getting better, and I have a vision of this, and everybody was like, Chris, your visions are getting too intense, and I said, I know. And there was a few people had asked me, they go, do you feel that these are visions anymore? And I said, no. I feel like I was there. I felt like it really happened. So who knows when I was asleep what happened to me? Who knows? I could have been abducted again. Um, and somebody had told me that possibly they felt that I was getting downloads because they were at eye level. And then before you know it, it just went over my head and it just took off. I couldn't see it no more.
Wow.
And I had that vision maybe about a week ago. I've had some crazy visions since I've been sick, and it's funny that you're saying that you were sick too, Tessa. I could just imagine what kind of dreams you were having because mine were just out of this realm. That's all I can tell you, out of this realm.
Yeah, I ended up getting COVID on the 21st. My husband got it the next day. We all went tested and got tested the following Monday and all popped positive. But it was crazy. Like, I don't know, some people call them fever dreams. They could be visions, but like how realistic they were, how prominent they were, how they
Yes.
really stick with you. And a lot of my family members have been telling me different things. And then not only that, my husband got really sick and he's been in ICU, intubated and sedated. And ever since, like, he went to the hospital, the shadow people are back and
Oh,
they're getting really
wow.
close and like all up like beside my face. And I told him off a few times. I'm like, you better step the fuck back because I'm not playing right now. I'm not gonna put up with your bullshit. Like, this is not the time or the place. Like a shadow person, there really is a time or place, but I'm just like, no, I'm not dealing with this. And not only have I been
Exactly.
experiencing it, my daughters have been experiencing it, my older ones. Hopefully, my littles haven't been experiencing anything at all, really, except for missing their dad. But me and my two older daughters were just like, what the hell is going on? Why are these shadow people coming out? I think it's because they sense like weakness, or we're all worried about Vern and him coming out of what he's going through right now, and maybe that's why he's lurking around. But it's been insane.
Yes, and then I actually did a reading. I don't know if you saw it, but I call them the calling out cards. They're called the Dark Mirror Oracle cards. And Deborah, I know she's listening, but these cards are something else. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you like this. Okay, this has uh, a little bit of, I guess, your inner secrets, whatever you don't want to know or don't want to be said. It's gonna call you out on it. Just put it that way. Okay. So let's see what these cards have to say about these people that you've been seeing, Tess. So let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, T S S A. Okay, so let's see what we got from Miss Tessa today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, the first card it says addiction. It says that there's a colorless angel, and then it says obsession. Okay. So with the first card, let me see what it says. It's not about the change, it's about choosing them again and again. Addiction. Okay, so that's what that card means. So with addiction, I feel like you've gone through um, what I'm being told is that you've been taking stuff to numb your pain.
Not really. I've been sleeping a lot.
But that's what it's telling me. And then it says it's better not feel than feel pain. The colors, angel, is that you've been kind of like doing stuff to numb the pain, and you just don't want to feel it anymore. And the obsession of why these shadow people are coming, I feel like there is something that there's feels weird about this because I feel like there is some kind of energy to them, very mysterious. Um, I would say just to put protection over yourself, just to be precautious. Um, and due to this stuff, is I'm being told that with everything, it's what I'm being told is too close to home.
Hmm.
Everything that you've been going through, it's like too close to home, and it's just what I'm being told is that even though you say you've been sleeping, but there's a lot of stuff that I guess you were doing to numb the pain, which is that's your personal stuff, your personal life.
Yeah, I haven't
But
been like on the weekends. I'll drink on the weekends, but I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
been doing anything during the week. But that's my normal schedule. Like I'll drink on the weekends, and it's funny because I haven't been tempted to drink during the week. I haven't even been smoking weed or even vaping because of the COVID, I think. But I have been delving into uh, man, I've been making so many phone calls to Salvation Army and everybody else to try to keep my boat afloat. But yeah, just been trying to zone into other things, and I kind of feel bad because people will talk to me and I sound really straight to the point and kind of heartless. But I'm not. Like, I really do care a lot, and this really is tearing me up, but I don't want to let it get to a certain point where I feel like it is. You know what I mean?
hmm
I'm just trying to keep it off me
I
because
know, and
it's,
hopefully that reading made sense, even though because I do feel that if you did have the addiction, but I feel that for the addiction, I feel that if you don't do vaping or no more, I feel like it's a sign of change.
mm-hmm.
And it's like a rude awakening to don't do it no more because your kids need you, your husband needs you, even though he's at the hospital. But I feel like they need you, and I feel like you need to stop. Even if I'm not saying you are, but if you are drinking, trying to not do it so much, and then the vaping, the smoking, that needs to stop.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what they're telling me. And this is what I'm saying. These cards call people out for
Yeah, and
this.
definitely like even last weekend, usually I'll have a 6 pack per night, but I still have 2 beers left over from last weekend. Like I just don't have it in me. And I think like where this addiction feeling and stuff is coming from is these shadow people that have been coming
hmm
out of the woodwork. I think they are trying to do stuff, but I think because I stood up and held my ground and told them basically to F off, um, it hasn't been affecting me. So that for me is good, but it's kind of freaking me out. Like one of them stalked my daughter home yesterday between my oldest daughter's house and my house. We're only 2 houses apart. But yeah, she said she heard the footsteps and everything, and then she turned around to see what it was, and she saw a zip of black, and then it went on top of the neighbor's house, and she could hear it walking on the neighbor's house, and it's just weird they're back right now. Like I think they're trying to come in and trying to draw off of us and make other things happen, but I think
Yeah,
we have guardians and stuff helping us out
yeah.
like pretty hardcore right now.
I think that's probably what I meant by addiction is that they're trying to linger you to do things
Mhm.
that you normally would do. It's more of I guess a lower vibration of trying to just they want you to because I'm being told that when you do stuff or if you smoke or if you vape or whatever you do, they usually tend to linger around because they love that energy and you're feeding them.
Mhm.
So knowing that you're not doing that, that's a big accomplishment from you. And I feel that, with your husband being there, I feel like you just don't have the urge to even want to smoke. And that's good. And I just want to sound very proud of you. It takes a lot to admit that you have an issue. We all have issues. It's just that we have to fight our inner demons. We all have that shit one time or another. So that's what I was told to pull some cards for you. So hopefully that
Nice.
resonates.
Well, I appreciate it for sure. It's been crazy. COVID sucks. We all knew this already, but then when it hits home, like it really does suck bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy that you say that because I feel that I've talked to different people. Um, I think that with everything going on, it really does hit home. I think it's too close for comfort because I mean, we as people thought that this stuff was gonna go away, but unfortunately, we knew better than that. Um, and the thing is that a lot of people are still fighting to get the vaccine, which that's totally off the subject, but I do feel that they're gonna make it to where you're gonna have to get it, but they'll probably give you some options, is what I'm being told. But yeah, it's been just crazy for me. But see, like I sound a lot better than I was before because I was just sounding like a damn frog. I'm not joking. I sounded really, really bad. Everyone that knows me, I sounded like shit, like literally. And that's why I told you, Tess, that if anybody does call in, um, what I want to do is keep it as a limit with probably 2 questions. I usually go on, usually, but I want to conserve my energy. Um,
Yeah,
and
definitely, especially being sick, and all the negative energies going on out there. It makes sense to me. Like at first, I was like, "Man, are you okay? What's going on?" And yeah, just conserving your energy and trying to sustain because any sort of leakage that's going on, whether it be psychical or physical energy, which with this stuff is insanely uh, immense.
yes, yes, and it's insane because um, to me, I just feel like it's just, and what I've noticed that it's very quiet tonight. We usually have callers, but just I hope y'all are listening. But just try to keep it at a limit. And oh, and by the way, I don't know if that person is still listening to your show, Tess. Do you know if that person contacted you about my YouTube?
Oh yeah, it was a nice Native American lady from around the area, and her husband was in a horrific car accident that took his life. But she felt like, well, I'm not gonna tell you a lot because she's gonna call in. She was gonna call in early, but she's watching a movie with her daughter right now, so she's gonna call in later. But
Okay.
she called and was talking to me, and then the lady from the water company, because I got a disconnect, she was calling me back and um, letting me know she's putting things on hold for me. But I was like, hey, I got to take this call. And then I couldn't get my phone to work to switch over. But I was like, she told me she was on the side of the road when she called me. So I told her to let me know when she got home and I'd call her back. But we just texted from there on out. But her story is pretty intense and She's never had a psychic reading before, so you can pop that cherry for her tonight. And she was a very nice lady. Her name is Karen, and I hope she calls in. And then we actually had a person right before I called you call in. His name is James, and he's gonna call back as well. But yeah, so we have had callers and people like reaching out already. I think they're just giving us a little bit to warm up. You know how we do. Generally, on every
Yeah,
show, we'll warm up with what's going on in our lives and the world around us, and your visions. And man, these crazy
yeah,
visions we've all been having. It's been insane.
yeah. And you know what's crazy is that I mean I've had talked to different people, and I've noticed that different people have noticed a lot of, like you said, a lot of dreaming. But yeah, it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, and so like I don't know, it feels like you're there. You're actually there. This is
Yes,
actually happening. Like I don't know.
yeah, yeah. And it's weird that you say that because these visions are not normal to me, is what I would say. Okay, so let's see. While we're waiting for someone to call, I'm gonna do some medicine cards on you. See what totem is around you right now. T E A. Okay, so the first card that it says is that I got for you is the salmon fish. It represents inner knowledge. I'm being told for you to do some research and have some inner knowledge within you, Tess. Okay, so that's what it's telling me, that you have a lot of more inner knowledge, and I'm being told there's a lot of information that will be coming to you. It's going to be kind of like freaking out because you're like, what the hell's going on? So it's going to have a lot to do with wisdom, and a lot of surface things. It's just saying that there's a lot of lessons to be learned and to reclaim your inner knowledge, and that there's going to be an opportunity in all situations. Okay, so that's the first card. The second card is the raccoon, is the generalist protector. So right now you're the protector of your family,
Hmm.
and you have to stand your ground, which you just did when you told me what you did. So you're doing what you're meant to do. So these are the totems. And then the last thing they're telling me is to tell you to do some cleansing because a frog card came out. So that's
Yes,
cleansing.
I love
So
frogs.
so that's what I was told to tell you. So that's what it represents. So that's what they're telling me to tell you. So I would say whenever you have time and there's no COVID, because usually when you're COVID, it's not good to breathe incense because all that stuff will make you cough.
Yeah.
So when you feel a little bit better, I would say do a major cleansing inside and out.
Well, guess what, Chris? We have our first caller of the evening. Area code 334. Who are we talking to?
Oh, hi. This is James.
Hi, James. Welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you,
Thank you.
James.
So,
Oh, hi,
Nice
Chris.
to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Hi, nice to meet you. So, do you have any questions for me, or you just want me to see what this card's have for you?
I guess I kind of want to see what the cards have for me in terms of kind of just guidance right now and whatever my guides want me to know most right now. I'm kind of open to whatever message.
Okay, okay. So let's see what we have. Okay, so first of all, the calling out the storm card came out. It says that you're calling out for people. You're calling out your people that are in your circle. I feel like it's what it says, that it's kind of like you've put up with so much shit. It's what I'm being told is that there's a limit for that now. Is what I'm seeing with that. Okay, that's the first card.
Okay.
The second card is the Queen of My World. It represents, yeah, you set limits to your world, but inside that you're a queen, but outside you feel kind of lost and you need point of direction. But I feel that with all
Hmm.
that kind of energy, I feel that you will find yourself again, because what it's telling me that you're hiding your true self. Um, lack of trust is one thing, but even though you lack of trust, there's lack of hope. But I know that there will be a limit to where you're gonna find out who your true friends are, and that's what I was told to tell you. Okay, so with the oracle
Oh,
cards, that's
okay.
what okay, so um, now as far as that goes, let me see. Hold on, let me see what these cards are acting up. My oracle cards are acting up for some reason. Okay, so let's see what other stuff has to be said. Okay, the departed has came up. The spirit guide came up. So been a lot of depart from people have left coming in and out of your life, but your guide has told you you will get through. There's also an instigator of a person. I'm getting like a male, someone that would be that I wouldn't be able to trust. Is what I got, the Knight of Wands. And then with that female, I kind of get I get like a slash mom slash grandmother. Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay. And then the other
Okay.
card that's coming out, that there is a change. The death card's coming up, so that's telling you doesn't always mean that someone's gonna die. Is that just means that there's gonna be some transformation and a big change in your life to where you're gonna be okay. That was weird. They're actually telling me you're gonna be reborn. I don't know if that makes sense, but that sounds kind of creepy. But that's what they're telling me right now, James.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
It does. I am sort of in a stage of transition right now, and I'm originally from Alabama, as the area code says, but also at the moment I'm in San Antonio. So I've been traveling a lot lately, taking my work on the road. I do delivery drives, so I can kind of go anywhere. But this has been a time of change for me, and
Wow.
and as you also said in the cards, I guess I felt a little lost in terms of purpose and where I'm meant to be. I've kind of been drifting a little bit lately, but so it all makes sense.
Wow, that just hit it right on the money. So I appreciate that, and it's weird because I just feel that even though um you might feel lost, but I'm being told that you will find yourself. You will literally find yourself, and I do feel that there is probably distractions that are trying to kind of like distract you in finding your true purpose. And I do feel that the fact that you're passing through San Antonio of Texas, I find that kind of odd because I'm in San Antonio. So there must be some kind of
Oh, really?
connection
Yeah, it's
with you in
awesome.
Texas.
Oh, wow.
I'm in San Antonio, so if you're passing
Wow.
through, there's that means that there's a meaning behind that, and there's probably I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I feel like there's a move, almost like you're gonna move out of where you were from, and you might be moving to the state of Texas within the next, let's say, 5 months from now.
Hi.
Okay.
You did.
So I don't know if that resonates with you, but I feel like a part of you is trying to find. Hey, that's weird. I told us you're trying to find some spiritual. Can we talk some spiritualists? People like you, because I do
Yeah.
feel that where you're from, there's people that kind of okay, that's just weird. I said that they're very racist where they're at, and they're very judgmental where you are from. And I feel like you want to get
Yeah.
out of that area. Oh, and I got something else to tell you, Tessa. Listen to this shit. Well, I'm reading him, right? I'm reading him.
Uh-huh.
Listen to this, Tess. Somebody was trying to call in to your 970, and they said that the number saying that it's not connected and it's no longer in service.
Well,
Now,
that's
isn't that some
weird.
shit?
Yeah, 'cause I have two people that just called in on hold. We have Christopher and we also have area code 681 after Christopher, but yeah, it's working and
I
James got through.
681 is
weird.
still on the line, and I don't think I should be. If you want to put me on hold,
Yeah,
'cause
just
I
make
don't think
sure you stay muted or quiet until we call your area code, and you're all good.
Okay. All right.
So,
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Okay.
for James, I do feel that you will find out what you're meant to do, and I'm gonna send you some energy and guidance to hopefully find your true self. Because I do feel that even though you're traveling, I feel that there's more to your traveling. I do feel that you're gonna find out what your purpose is, and I feel that you're gonna find it out of your comfort zone of where you originally live. I don't know if that makes sense to you or that's hitting home,
Well,
but
that does
go
make
ahead.
sense.
Sorry.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's funny because over the last few months, I've actually been spending more time in the West than in Alabama. Per se, I've been in Texas several times. I've been to Phoenix, even made several trips to Sedona. And I guess
Nice.
I have just overall felt more drawn to the West lately, and kind of seek spiritual groups and stuff also along the way. I have felt more drawn here lately than I have
Wow.
in
Wow.
in Alabama. So
That just gives me pure love and heart and validation that you said that, because I do feel that you're gonna end up in the West Coast, and even though you're from Alabama, but I don't see you in Alabama by at least by the end of the year. I think you're gonna be
Yeah,
closer
he's
to
gonna get
home.
out of there. I think he's tired of it.
Yeah, and I do
yeah,
know that he's gonna do a lot better, and I'm gonna send you many blessings, and I hope that that when you do move, I hope we get a chance to meet each other, because I do feel that you're gonna meet people like me and others. So I feel that your journey has just begun.
It's
So
exciting.
oh, that's awesome.
your, your journey has just begun.
Well, thank you, and yes, I'd love to get the chance to meet you too out here. So
I
that would
know,
be awesome.
and many blessings.
Oh, and
Many blessings,
Chris,
and
that's a good time for
thank
you
you,
to.
Tessa.
Oh, no worries. I'm so glad you called in. I'm sorry we had a weirdness in the beginning because we hadn't started the show yet, but I'm so grateful that you did call back in because, I mean, I've been telling people Chris just blows me away every single show, and I'm so grateful that I met him and that he's been a part of my show because, I don't know, for me it's one of my favorites. Um, and I know a lot of our listeners feel the same, but I'm so glad that you got through and got your reading. And I was just going to ask Chris if he could share his number really quick, which we do several times on the show, but this way you could have his number, and other people, if they want to call him personally, can have his number as well.
Yeah, if you can reach me, James, or whoever, you can reach me at 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. So just remember the 210 and then put 974-3470. Hopefully you got that, James. And if not, just ask Tessa to message you if she has you on Messenger, so you can have my number and you can text me.
Yeah, and I have his
Well, thank
number,
you,
so.
Chris. I really appreciate that, and I'll definitely give you a call.
You got the number. Did you get it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, well then you can text me so I can know it's you. Because sometimes I've been getting a lot of strange calls. That's another thing. I have been getting some strange calls, Tess. Very strange. So just text me like when you have time, and just let me know it's you.
Well, thanks for calling in,
I
James.
will. Oh, thank you, Tess. And again, I'm praying for your husband and his healing also.
Thank you.
I know. Many blessings. Yeah.
Many blessings.
Wow.
Hey, stay safe out there on the road and enjoy your travels. I love the West. I'm originally from Arkansas and I live in Southwest Colorado, and I just love it out here. Out of all the places that I've ever been throughout my life, and I've been everywhere, this is home to me, and I really love it out West.
Yes, it's really beautiful out here. I love it too.
So, like, I don't know, just the environment, as far as like landscape, etc. It's just like so spiritually awakening. It's so beautiful.
It is. It's the energy too. It's
Mm-hmm.
very,
Yeah,
it's
yes,
very energetic here.
Very
yes.
much so.
Wow,
Well, thank you so
wow.
much again, James, for calling in.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Welcome.
many blessings to you too. So, yes, have a great night.
Thanks, you too. Safe
You too.
travels. Stay safe out there on the road. And thank you for what you do.
God bless.
Thank you.
God, God bless
Thank
you.
you. God bless you too. Thank you.
Yep.
Nighty night.
Oh
Love
my
and
God,
light.
I just, you know what? I got chills. I got chills all over my body. Oh my God, I got chills all over my body.
There's something about his
Well,
voice. It's so familiar.
yeah. Wow. I'm so done. So damn done.
Here's my fork. You want me to stick it in you?
Okay, so I don't know who the next caller is.
Our
Who's the
next
next caller?
caller is Mr. Mighty Man Christopher Wayne Fisher.
Hello.
Sir?
Greetings.
The connection's really good tonight.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's because I'm the only one in my house right now. My husband's in ICU, and the kids are down the road at my daughter's house.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
I hope he gets better soon.
Yeah, me too. I know. I texted him the other day. I'm like, okay, it's time to wake up now. You've slept enough. Gotta get up, take care of business. But I've been texting him like every day just to let him know I'm thinking about him, even though life is crazy and busy right now. I do think and worry about him, and I hope he comes out of it because nobody deserves to go through this. COVID is really a hardcore, heartless bitch.
It's not mild like some people claim it is. It sure ain't, is it?
Well, yeah, and we got the Omicron, which they say is milder, even though it's got more mutations. It moves faster, supposedly milder, but I don't know.
My brother and your
1 out of 7
husband got tested.
people didn't do well. The rest of us did okay, but Vern didn't. Your brother
My
what?
brother was in the high was in the emergency room twice and tested positive for almost 2 weeks with that Omicron crap.
Yeah, it's
So
no
how's things,
joke.
Mr. Christopher? So have you
It's
been,
no
sir?
joke.
So have you
Hello,
been?
Chris. Yeah, I've
Doing
been in
well, doing
isolation for a month since New
well.
Year's.
Yep. So have I. So have I. So you're not alone on that. And as a matter of fact, the only thing I did, I popped like maybe be like 6 bottle rockets, and that was it. I was done for the day because I mean, it wasn't even like not even 9 o'clock, and we were like, I told my mom, I said, I don't like this air out here. It was very windy. Me and my mom were coughing like crazy, and I said, I'm not gonna stay on all night till 12 o'clock. I'm sorry. Oh, instead of
I
being
stayed up
outside,
till
we
like
were.
3 or 4 in the morning.
But and that has been just this year has been not so very high for me. I just kind of just
It feels
thinking why.
weird.
Yes, it does.
2022 feels like a year of dreams. I
Do you
keep
know how
hearing
I
it.
explained it? And this was like going through. You know how it's like a natural high, not being able to breathe and process and whatnot, having COVID. And then what happened to Vern and all this other crap that's been happening. I feel like the world flipped upside down and kind of sideways. Uh,
Hmm.
it's like we're in the upside down. This is not normal. This is not better. This is pretty messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
this
is.
this year is weird. Cause this what I think this year is after seeing all the online posts from people on my social media. It's like dreams can come true, but they either bad or good dreams. And
Yeah, I
when
was
they
about to
do
say, so
come
can
true,
nightmares.
they're
Yeah.
crazy, either good or bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Either nightmare or absolutely crazy on the good side, either way, right?
Wow.
For sure. Did you have
So,
a question for
Yeah,
Christopher?
yeah, I'll just let you guys talk and I was participating.
so did you have a question for me, Christopher, or you just wanted to listen to the show?
I want to ask the question.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Um, I feel like I was mentioning about how this year is. I feel like something changes are going to happen. What do you
Mm-hmm.
see of that? And I feel that
Honestly, I do feel that there's a lot of change in the air.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Um,
already
I
happening.
and I feel that and you know what's crazy? You're gonna think I'm nuts, but listen to this shit. I know everyone's gonna laugh and go like, "Why would you say that?" Well, I'm gonna tell you what I feel. 2021 was better than what we are going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy coming from me because
Yeah.
I thought 2021 was bad, but now that I look back at it and how I started off the
It
Christmas,
wasn't so bad
and
compared.
to me, I feel yes, and I feel that after Christmas, everything just hit rock bottom.
Yeah, and we're not even a month into it yet. This is insane.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Halloween didn't feel like Halloween to me.
Mm-mm.
Thanksgiving didn't feel like Thanksgiving for me. Christmas didn't feel like Christmas to me, and I'll be damned, New Year's didn't feel like shit to me because it was just another day. Now, saying that, I feel that Valentine's is gonna be kind of a little rocky on the rocky side.
It's gonna be scary.
I don't know why. Yes, and I'm being told that what you're tapping into, Christopher. And it's funny because I've even said this on every show that I've been on, not just on the Tesla show or any, but I've been saying this on my lives. We are in for an asteroid, not just that, but we are in for something hitting this Earth.
Don't
Now,
look up.
is it going to happen? Yes, you just never know because with everything going on, you just don't know what to expect anymore. I think like everything has kind of seemed is very odd to me. A lot of weather patterns in other states that usually don't have states. Like I have a friend that's listening to the show. She's in South Carolina. Okay, and I'm gonna give you some weird shit. I'm gonna tell you something. I know Deborah. I know you're listening to the show, but I want y'all to know something. She had an earthquake in South Carolina. Now, what kind of shit is that for South
Right?
Carolina to have earthquake?
that that is actually that is actually predicted in the Charleston area as a fault line there.
hmm I can
Hmm.
just tell you that the weather patterns are very, very strange. I heard that in Italy that they had snow from a friend of mine that they said that they've never had snow in Italy. So I'm telling you right now, this weather climate is it's bad.
They even
And
had snow about the place I want to discuss too after
yeah,
after you talk.
so I can tell you that we're in for a big rude awakening. That's all I got to say, Christopher. To that question, to what you just said, I think there's
I'm
going to be
talking about Monaco.
yes. So what is it that you wanted to talk about, Monaco?
Um, ow, sorry. I I don't know why, but I have this feeling that I'll be more in contact with that place on the physical side more than just spiritual anymore. I don't know why.
You'll probably be traveling. That's why. Or you're going to have some kind of contact to where you're going to be exploring, but you will keep your social distancing. So that must meaning that you will explore that area. And I feel like you want to get out of where you're at because I do feel that with you traveling, it's not just so much on the spiritual level. Because I do feel that you do have bizarre dreams, but I feel that a lot of the stuff that you have dreamed about, a lot of that stuff will come true.
I'll
I'm
be
just giving you a heads up.
like meeting my family.
You're gonna meet your family. Yep.
Yep, it
So
feels just
Awesome.
so weird that to a point that I basically had to throw out a rule book for this year. I'm basically flying blind.
wow.
Like a widow bat, just use your sonar. You're good.
Now I think I'll
So
probably just use my sonar from Monaco in California and I'll be safe.
Right. Well, we do have another caller on the line, Christopher. Was there anything else?
Nope, I'm going to listen in this way. It's a lot clearer in the show chat.
Awesome. Well, make sure you just stay muted unless, we're just chatting it up by ourselves, then feel free to come in. But stay
Okay.
muted when we
See
take
you
other
at
guests.
break.
All right. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Thanks for calling, Christopher.
Thanks.
All right. So our next caller is area code 681. Who are we speaking with?
That's me. I'm Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Welcome.
Hi, Jackie.
Thank
What's
you.
up, girl?
Hi, Chris.
I know you were
Well,
trying to call earlier.
yes, I did. It said it was disconnected or something. So, and then when you sent it, I just hit the number. I didn't try to dial it. I just hit what you sent, and it went right through.
It's so weird how that
So-
happens sometimes. I'm sorry. Skype is so weird.
Oh, that's it's fine. No problem at all. It's fine. So,
So what is it that you wanted to ask me, Jackie? Do you want me just to see what the card's got to say?
do what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the last part.
Do you want me to, you have a question for me, or do you want me to do the cards to see what's got around
Why don't you just do that? There's so much. I don't think I could put it into one question. So if you want to just put stuff out there, that'll be fantastic.
I feel you, sister.
Okay, even though I'm shuffling the cards, but what is the question that you have that you're wondering about?
Oh boy. I guess the major one is I just lost my home. I'm wondering where I'm going to end up.
You just lost what?
My home. My home just got sold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was setting the house until it sold because I had been taking care of the lady that lived there and she died.
Yeah.
And so I lived on in there until, just as a caretaker. And, I knew it was going to happen and had tried to make arrangements for when it did, but everything was falling through. So, yeah. And I'm kind of in that tough financial spot for going out.
And where do you live?
I'm actually from West Virginia, from
Okay.
around Ravenswood. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of Parker and Charleston. So.
Wow. Okay.
So what I was saying is that the card that came out was today or tomorrow. Is that tomorrow will be better for you? The other thing that I got is the envious card, is meaning that you have a lot of envy people, even though you did sell that home. It says that you're very fragment right now because you just lost that home. But I do feel that even though it might seem like it's an ending of a cycle, but I feel that there's going to be better things coming your way.
I feel a lot of excitement. I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be I actually feel like there's going to be something better for you. And I do feel, even though that you're financially at a point where you can't spend, but I do feel that if you save and save your money as much as you can, I say that you probably find a better home and you'll probably be moving out of where you are at right now.
Oh, wow.
I feel that. So you're probably going to be moving, and I want to say probably by, I don't know why, but I keep seeing March.
Oh, my goodness. That's
I don't know why. There's something. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you see a general area? Because I'm kind of wanting to leave that whole area, and I'm wondering if that's going to work out, or
I think south somewhere.
Honey, that's where I'm at. I had COVID in December, and they told me, they said, even after you're done, you have to, get out and move and move and move. And where I was, and then I couldn't do it. And I've come down to Myrtle Beach. A friend of mine actually booked me a room. And so I'm walking and walking and walking because they were afraid of the clots, lungs and legs.
Even though I don't know where you're at right now, but I do feel that with you looking around, I feel that you're going to find something that's going to stand out. Because, like Tessa said, you're going to move in the south, but I feel like you're going to move more to the north, which I'm not very good with map general, but I see more of the north.
Well, I think we got kind of a theme going on too, the west. I don't know, even though like you're in West Virginia, so automatically I'm seeing Florida. Right. But if you go to the west, like to Arizona or New Mexico or even Texas, God forbid. Sorry, Chris.
My son is in Texas. My son is there, so
See, that
that
makes
could
total
happen.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what, everybody, you know what? That's funny that you say that because if you move to
Mhm.
Texas, everyone that has
Mhm.
been wanting to see me, I guess you would probably be the second person coming out my way.
Really?
So that would
Are you
that
in
would probably
Texas?
be yes, ma'am.
That's
I'm in San Antonio.
fantastic. Okay,
San
let's
Antonio.
manifest
Yeehaw.
this, guys.
Now I
Wow.
was gonna
That's
ask you.
fantastic.
So I'm gonna ask you. Your son, is he in San Antonio or is he in Houston? Because I keep seeing Houston. I don't know why.
He's right around the Dallas Fort Worth area. He works at one of those airports, and he's a mechanic, and he's also going to flight school at the same time. So he's right around.
Wow.
I don't know which airport that it is, so you know, but yeah,
I
he's
do
down
have
in that area.
I do have people in Dallas too, but for some
Mhm.
reason I keep seeing like water. So you might be
Mhm.
like either that. I mean, I would say probably
Water's my
Houston.
passion, especially the ocean. It's just my passion, and it's what heals my soul, you know.
It is
But
very healing.
mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and especially during this time, it's good to be grounded, walking in
Mhm.
sand, because I mean,
Mhm. That's what
it's
I've been
ridiculous.
doing. Yeah, today's the
It's
first day I
ridiculous.
didn't go out barefoot because it was a little bit cold today. So I didn't, and
Oh.
it has been, but I can still stand it. So I go barefoot because it's a connection, you know, between, you know, I'm that way. Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
love your
absolutely
energy.
exactly.
It's so positive.
You
Oh,
know what?
thank you
Actually, I was
so
gonna
much.
say I'm actually glad that that I had a chance to talk to you because even though I know my mom was getting upset that last time I talked to you,
Mhm.
the reason why she
Mhm.
got upset is because I was very sick when I talked to you.
Yeah.
And the thing with me is that I like
She's
to
being a mama
tell people,
bear.
but yeah,
Yeah.
and she was just being protective. And I hope you didn't get that you find
Oh,
it
I
offensive.
understood completely. After I got COVID, my son got COVID. So, you know, and he was in Texas and he has nobody. So I was like constantly, you know, checking on him
So
and
you're saying
everything.
your son
So,
is single.
absolutely.
All you girls out there, just kidding.
Yes, yes, my son is very single. And quite the club, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah. So, Chris, I totally understood that, and I knew that's what was behind it. You didn't even have to tell me because I knew it's because you were ill and she wanted you to be okay.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
totally
but
understood
I'm
that.
glad,
That was.
but I'm glad that we did talk because I mean, with you, when I talked to you over the phone, to be honest with you,
Mhm.
I didn't want the conversation to end because I could have talked to you all night because
I know, doesn't
Oh,
she have that
that's not,
energy? It's like, I don't want to go to
yeah,
music break or go to next caller. I want to stay on
well,
with
y'all gonna
her.
get me to cry in a minute here.
Aw.
Thank y'all.
so
That's so nice.
but you do have a beautiful energy, and I just want you to know that you will be moving. And I keep seeing water, so I wouldn't be surprised if either it could be Galveston,
Oh, yeah.
Houston,
Oh my
probably
gosh,
even San
you know.
Antonio. So just keep that in mind.
I
So
don't
I
like
can
San
keep you.
Antonio. I like Galveston better. Let's say Galveston. The only reason I like San Antonio is because Chris is there.
Oh,
Oh, really, Tessa? I love you too. Oh.
oh,
No, but I know
that
everybody loves me up here. I
just
have two.
that gives me so much hope. I've kind of been like a little bit in a panic mode, you know, because it's like when I go back to West Virginia, I don't even know where I'm going. It's like,
Aww.
okay, yeah, this is fantastic, you know, because I know it's not going to happen overnight, but you know, it lets me know that something's coming up, and that is so comforting. It's
Yeah, and I
wonderful.
think the
You
energy
know
you
what?
put out into the universe is coming back to you because, like, the energy I was picking up on, like, I'm excited. I can't wait to. I hope I get to hear what the next step is or what's going to happen because I feel like it's going to be exciting and it's going to be totally a new thing for you. A new
Oh my gosh.
sort of realm going
I'm
on.
over the moon with this. You know, it's like,
I'm
wow.
excited. I don't know. Do you pick up on that too, Chris?
Yeah, I think she's gonna
Well,
be
I must be
picking
picking
that
up
up.
y'all's excitement because it's coming back. It's coming back to me. It's like I'm kind of getting a little giddy here.
And what was your name again? I'm
But
sorry.
my name's Jackie.
Jackie, yes. Okay, Jackie, Chris. We do have to go to our first music break. Jackie,
Okay.
don't go anywhere. We
Okay.
can continue to
Okay.
talk on break. But
All right.
on this music break, it's a 14-minute and 20-second break. If you must know, if you don't like the music, feel free to mute it. We have Gravity from Krakow, Poland with Take a Walk in My Shoes. We have Fred Johnson, the Thoid, from Canyon County, California with Sugar. Oh my gosh, I love this guy. He's amazing. Makes my heart swell. We have Gravity again with Throw You Away, and then Prime Example featuring Carolyn Giles, as well as our music host, Mr. Roy Washington, who gives us all of our music for our music breaks so we don't have to listen to shitty-ass commercials. And they're going to be singing Dancing Machine, which is going to make your booty shake. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this musical break.
Walk down the street, thinking all the things you said you need. Well, don't you tell me, baby, how do you feel? So I walk down the street, thinking all the things you said you need. Well, don't you tell me, baby, how do you feel? Don't you take a walk? Well, don't you take a walk? In my shoes, why don't you take a walk? Before you tell me what to do, don't you take a walk? Don't you take a walk? In my shoes, why don't you take a walk? Before you tell me what to do. No, it's easy, you tell me what to do. Have you ever stopped to think all the things that I've been through? No, it's easy, you tell me what to do. Have you ever stopped to think all the things that I've been through? Don't you take a walk? Don't you take a walk? In my shoes, don't you, baby, take a walk? Before you tell me what to do. Don't you take a walk? Don't you take a walk? In my shoes, don't you, baby, take a walk? Before you tell me what to do. Waiting here on this cold, lonely night without you. The tension's overbearing. Wondering, are you coming back home again? To inspire fondness with love. Where did our love go wrong? My sugar. sugar.
so soft. Dance all night, little lady, it's your call. Step, 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 baby, follow my lead. You and me showing off for the club to see. No time to get rest, we doing our thing. Cha-cha, then we dip, top it off with a spin. Glide across the floor, let's do it again. By the way, little mama, can we be friends? I can't let this night just end. I really wanna know if I can see you again. Give me your number, we'll get back on the scene. We can hit another club if that's your thing. We'll be partners in crime, you and me, as we ripping up floors like two dancing machines.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Tonight is one of my favorite nights. It's Psychic Saturday with Psychic Chris Garcia. I'm super excited, even though we're both feeling like poo-poo. He's got a flu, I got a COVID, but we're working it out, and we're working together, and we have some awesome guests on the line until we get more callers. And that reminds me, if you would like to call in, feel free to call us at 970-335-9596. That's 970-335-9596. Welcome back, Chris, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I was kind of worried that I'd lose you, because, I mean, being sick ain't fun, and shoot, kind of worried about you having this freaking Omicron, what do they call it, Transformer virus.
I'm gonna tell you what is so crazy is that, I mean, I'm glad I came out negative, but just because it must have been like a bug.
You
or
might want
something
to
that was
test
in the
again,
air.
too, because sometimes
Yeah,
if you haven't had it long enough, you will test negative, and if you test again like 3 days later or whatever, you'll test positive. So I would definitely test again, because it is free, unless you buy it from the
yeah,
store.
no, yeah. But other than that, I was gonna tell you guys, for the ones that when we were on break, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. For the people that have COVID, take the emergency liquid. It comes in a pack, and that's what we were talking about on break. That when you take the emergency, it comes in a pack, and there's different flavors. And what you do is that your body needs vitamin C, and that's the funny thing that Jackie was talking about. That our body doesn't maintain. We need that vitamin C. We need the vitamin D, and A. We all need all vitamins. So when you take the medicine, it makes it come back up to where. What was the other one that you said, Jackie? The other one that you said?
The quercetin, I can't pronounce it, quercetin or something like that. Zinc is very good. Vitamin D3.
Oh, there you go. Zinc. I took that zinc too.
Yeah, zinc, vitamin D3, vitamin C.
Yeah.
Are you talking about, I know CoQ10 is good for your heart, or is it keratin? Keratin?
This is your protection.
I think Claritin too. I'm not too sure.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. I couldn't pronounce it correctly. I don't explain very well.
Some things are pronounced so crazy, like Omicron. I swear to God, it sounds like a freaking transformer,
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy too. For the people that if you wanna to kill that, what you have in your body, take some NyQuil, and they'll knock you the fuck out, because that shit works too. I mean, you'll feel good as new when you take that NyQuil.
That is amazing. That's just amazing.
And I didn't even know about the NyQuil, because
I can't drink NyQuil.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, but Robitussin, oh my, me and Robitussin, we go way back. I don't like
Yeah.
Robitussin.
When I was a kid, I had like some hellacious things with NyQuil, with adults trying to put me to sleep with NyQuil, even though I wasn't sick. It was just to put me to sleep. Just give me some
Yeah.
rum or some Jack Daniels or something. Come on, don't give me some nasty ass NyQuil. Where like I said, my husband used to drink it. Anytime he'd breathe
That's
towards
just
me, I was
funny.
like, "You need to roll over right now, or else I'm gonna have to stab you in the neck because I cannot stand that smell, and I'm gonna puke all over the place."
Well,
Robitussin,
there's a nice fix to that. You can get the capsules.
right?
I
And then,
cannot
Yeah,
drink it either, but I get capsules.
yeah, that's what I told Vern. He came home with some liquid because I told him, get me some Dayquil and NyQuil tablets. And he just read Dayquil
Yes.
and NyQuil. And he came back with the liquids, and I was like, I started crying, and I'm like,
Yeah.
feeling all dramatic because I'm crying, and I'm like, I'm sorry I'm crying right now, but I am traumatized from my childhood of being forced to drink this shit to put me to sleep, and I can't even stand the smell of it, and you want me to drink this? No, I asked for the
Right.
capsules, and he's like, well, you already broke the seal, so I can't take it back. I'm like, I broke the top of the seal, the rest of it is still sealed together. Take that shit back right now and get me the right stuff, because I cannot hang. I don't know. I can't do it. It's a traumatic event that happened in my
Yeah.
life, and it still
Right.
affects me
yeah,
today. I can't do it. But I've heard
I
good things
understand.
about it. People like it.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
One
I
thing
get the capsules every time.
I'm gonna tell you something, Tessa. Between Robitussin and
Mhm.
Dimetapp has a better grapey, like kind of a smell to
Ooh,
where the kids can take it because it tastes like bubble gum.
yeah.
But
Oh
the
my gosh.
Robitussin smell tastes like shit. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to say it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit is just like nasty. I'm like, "Ugh." I'm like,
It
really? Do
was,
I really need to take this?
and
Take it away. Take it away.
yeah, some people drink it like Kool-Aid. Like it's when I came back
Oh my
from the
god.
military and my brother picked me up from the Greyhound bus station, and he's like, okay, so I do have this neighbor that we call the Robo King, and you'll see why. And I'm like, what the fuck is a
Robo
Robo
King.
King? Like, is this like RoboCop or like,
Yeah.
the
Right.
Terminator or
Exactly.
something? And
What I was thinking.
so like we're sitting there, and I we're smoking blunts and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden this
Right.
Native American dude comes over, and he's got one of those big old things of Robitussin, and I guess he'd just
Oh
drink it
no.
just like he was drinking a wine cooler or something, and he
Oh my
would go
god.
off to another realm. I try to sit there and imagine what caused that. Is it the damage he was doing to his organs, or was he really
Yeah.
like flipping tripping off that
Yeah.
stuff?
I don't know, because that stuff makes my heart just like race, like it's going to explode. So I don't see how
Yes.
anybody can take it, but it affects
But I
everybody
mean,
differently.
yeah,
Yeah.
but see, with me is that I have never liked Robitussin even since I was little, and I still don't
Yeah.
like that. But I'm gonna tell you what's crazy is that when you take this medicine, even though we don't like it, some of us it does help. Like I'm gonna tell you
Right.
what's crazy with me. When I take Dimetapp, when I take
Mhm.
Dimetapp, that shit knocks me out like Nyquil, and it tastes like great because it has a good flavor to it. Now this is one
Right.
thing I know that once I take Nyquil and it starts tasting nasty, that means I'm not sick
Mhm.
anymore because I'm like, ugh, this is some
I
nasty
just
shit.
can't do it. I
Oh, good.
can't.
Wow, that's a great sign of wellness. It's like, tastes
And I'm
terrible,
like,
but well.
I'm feeling better. I can't take this Dimetapp no more because
I
I'm like,
love that.
I
That
can
is
take,
fantastic.
but with Robitussin, me and Robitussin don't like each other.
I don't think I've ever really tried it. I think the Robo King scared me away from Robitussin. And then I think my childhood trauma with NyQuil, kept me away from
Yeah,
that. And so
yeah.
I have tried the capsules that generally equate brand, like a generic brand, because they work
That's
as good,
good. Yeah,
if not
me
better,
too.
and I can afford it. But
Right, right.
otherwise, I can't take liquids unless it's tequila or vodka or something.
See, I've never
Grandpa's
heard
cough syrup.
tequila. I
Oh
might have to
my
do that
God,
before I
Tessa,
die.
I got a
Tequila.
story to tell. Tessa, you're
I'm
gonna laugh.
sorry.
You're gonna be like, oh my God, Tessa, listen to this. You're gonna freak out. I got a
Okay.
story to tell you. Remember, you know how like I was sick on Christmas, right?
Oh, yeah.
we had the neighbors came over, and you're gonna be like, Chris, really? Well, listen to this guy.
The
And this is the only
neighbors?
time you're gonna hear this shit. Well, the neighbor we had given her some, cause she drinks vodka with cranberry juice,
Uh-huh.
and we gave them like
I
because they
think
came
Betty
over.
White did too every day.
Yeah, and so we took it's called the 7+. My mom was feeling like crap, and my
Ooh.
neighbor goes,
Is
well,
that
you
like
know
a
what?
7
Let's
and
take the
7?
vodka. Yeah, it was a 7 times. Yeah, it's a vodka, right? So
Holy.
I was feeling like shit, and so wasn't my mom. And there's they have like a shot glass where it's a divider,
Mm-hmm.
and the neighbor goes, give Chris some vodka with this, but don't give him too much. Just give him a little bit. And me, I'm gonna tell you one thing: I've never had any alcohol in my
Yeah,
body.
you don't really
Okay,
drink, right?
no, I don't. Well, this one time I was like, I'll just take it. Oh,
You're like,
it's
fuck
better.
it.
So I took a shot, and I didn't feel anything at first. And my neighbor was like, "You're gonna sleep like a baby. You're gonna be like, you're gonna feel like you're flying, right?" So as the day went on, we had tamales, and we had like vegetables inside, and we invited. It was just the neighbors and us because we didn't want anybody else coming over because we were like really sick, right?
Yeah.
So they were taking their shots and they kept their distance. And it hit me. This has they have a round table where they were like we were eating, and I guess the vodka started hitting me, like give me a big hit. So I leaned against the table, and the table fucking fell.
Oh no.
Oh my god! And then they're like, Chris, imagine if you drink some more, you just dropped the damn table on us. And I'm like,
I
oh,
was
I'm
just
sorry.
leaning.
Yes, and I didn't even know how strong I was. I just barely leaned my elbow, and boop, I'm just like. And then after that, the neighbor's like, Chris, take another shot. And I'm like, no, I'm done for the night.
You're
So
like, I
after
already
that, we stayed
crashed
a
the
little bit.
dinner table.
Yeah, I know, right? And then, so then I fell asleep. They left. I fell asleep and I knocked out and I felt good as new. When I took that vodka, I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Well, listen to this shit. If you think that's crazy, I had two people that were messaging me when I was asleep, and my friend Michelle goes and says, Chris, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, well, do you really want to really know what I did? So I said, I took a shot of vodka. And you know what she wanted? I swear to God, I was actually creeping out because I was already feeling like a buzz, right? So she goes, Chris, I don't know why I'm being told this, but I want you to make a chat. So I said, okay, I'll make a chat. So I created a chat in the room. So when I created the chat, she asked me all these fucking questions. And I said, do you really want a reading for me right now? Because I'm not drunk. I'm just
Dude, when I
feeling
am a
really.
little buzzed, I'm actually better than when I'm straight because
Yeah,
I'm less
and so
inhibited, and I'll
when
say
I
what I
fucking
actually
read
pick up
her,
on.
when I read her, Tessa, I freaked the fuck out of her. She's like, oh my God. She's like, wow. And then after that, she had talked to my friend Eric and says, Eric, you need to come in this room because Chris is
He's
chugging a shot of vodka and he are coming out fucking crazy. So when he came in chat, he was like, they were all both laughing at me and they're like, you've never drank vodka before, right? And I'm like, no, because I don't have any alcohol in my body. And they're like, we're gonna enjoy this. So I read them, and they were satisfied. And that was only one time. And I told my friends, I said, I'm not drinking vodka no more because that shit scared the shit out of me. Just with the information that I was getting, I was like, and just think about it. I'm sober now. Now if I'm drinking a little bit of a shot, oh my God, I'm like done. I'm like lost. I'm like floating and
wee.
shit. So
It's like Chris on a carnival ride.
Yeah, that's funny.
That wasn't the
That's
Tilton
funny.
Whirl. That was the dinner table.
I know that was the dinner table. I actually knocked it down, and I told my mom, I said, I'm sorry. And everybody was laughing, and they said, you know what? And they even told me too. They said, you know what, Chris? Even though you've never drank in your life, but I'm gonna tell you what's funny. With you're a happy drinker because you don't fight, you don't cause shit. So the fact that you drank that little shot, we know how you act. You act just real calm, very,
Yeah.
very tranquil. Because when I'm sober, like I'm sober
Right.
now, I don't change. My attitude doesn't change. It still remains the same. The only thing is that, like Tessa said, it might have heightened my gifts a little
Yeah,
bit
you're just
more.
a little less inhibited as far as like
Right.
sometimes you're afraid to say things. And that's how I am.
Yeah.
But if I've had a couple beers and I'm doing a reading, I'm like, "Oh girl, guess what I just picked up on?" I'm not afraid anymore. It takes down my barriers and I think it's just different PTSD and traumas and stuff that I've been through.
I
And
bet you
so a couple beers
I bet you
makes me feel a little more comfortable.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and you know what's funny is I bet you everyone's gonna be thinking about me now. They're thinking, is Chris sober when he comes on his podcast?
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
I'm thinking,
I will. I'll know you're sober.
Yeah, you definitely are. There's no question in my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I won't
but that was the
question
only
it.
time I did that. But I'm gonna tell you, that day I was feeling like so much like shit, and I said, I'll do whatever it takes for me to feel better, and
Right.
I did it. And then I heard too that when you're sick, it's good to take whiskey. So
Yeah.
Hot
whiskey,
toddy.
that shit will fix you.
With
That
honey.
shit will fix you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit will
Yeah.
Whiskey,
fix you
Yeah.
up.
lemon, honey. That's a
Yeah.
hot toddy, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's very effective. It
Oh, it's
kind of
so
beats
good.
NyQuil, really.
Oh, it really does.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've had like a lot of times I don't drink, but when I did back a long time ago, I would mix if I was getting a bad cold or something like that. I would put brandy in hot tea and honey,
Oh yeah.
and it was
Wow.
really good, and very effective. It would knock it out of there, So, but I don't drink anymore. So,
I don't drink
but
any
No, but
less.
today,
I'm just kidding. I do.
I was gonna ask you, since you're talking about whiskey, did it hit you or did it take a while to hit you when you drank? Jackie, did it take you a while to hit you when
um,
you drank that whiskey?
um, maybe I'm not sure. To tell you the truth, probably not. Because I remember I got sleepy real quick. Yeah,
That
it
is so
probably affected
funny.
probably about
Funny
30
thing is
minutes.
that's what happened to me when I drank the vodka. I just started getting sleepy,
That happened to
and
me
I was
Right.
last
like,
week. I was like, oh man, I was at my daughter's house. It wasn't alcohol. She
Uh-huh.
wanted me to smoke a bowl with her. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, I can't smoke because my lungs, like, when
I
I,
can't either.
yeah, when I
My
try to
kids
smoke,
want me to, and I can't. Yeah.
yeah, they tickle and they feel like they're frozen or whatever, like I can't do it. And she's like,
Mm-mm.
well, I haven't opened, because she knows how I am about drinking after people. I do have a phobia of
Mm-hmm.
that. And so she's like, I
Mm-hmm.
haven't opened my THC drink yet. So do you want some? And so I took a shot and a half of that. And oh my gosh, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'll ever do that again because I got the worst anxiety. And I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to
Really?
die. I need to go to the hospital. I can't breathe and my lungs are on
Oh,
fire. And I was kind of like, I
yeah.
don't know, kind of putting my place in my husband's place. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
sedated and intubated in ICU right now
Mm.
with COVID. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to be there too. But it wasn't happening. I was just
Oh,
like, that's where my subconscious was. And so it really
right.
freaked me out.
Wow.
yeah,
I didn't know
and
they made it in
yeah,
a drink. I had no
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Wow.
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 Well, and
There,
There is
you know what, I
nothing. Go ahead, Chris. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, you can talk. It's okay. I was just laughing at what y'all were saying because y'all were making me laugh because now y'all know that just one time I got a little buzzed, but I was feeling good that day because I was feeling sick. So I'll do whatever it takes to make me feel better. And with that little shot, I could just imagine if I would have taken a big shot, I would have been just done. I would have been just knocked out.
You might have slept for a
That
couple
little,
days.
right?
oh yeah. And then the fact that I was feeling like shit, I told my mom, I said, Mom, and I even asked her, I said, Mom, I know we're not going anywhere. I know that you feel like crap. And I said, Mom, can I take a shot? And I asked her first, and I said, Can
Oh
I
my
take a shot? Because
gosh.
right now,
You're
I
such a
said, I
good
feel like crap.
son. Oh,
I asked her, and she goes, Yeah, go ahead. And then the neighbor goes, Just give them a little bit. Because the neighbors, they look out for us, right?
that's
So
so
the neighbors
Right.
cool.
get, so she said, Just drink a little bit and just chug it. So I chugged it. And at first, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't
Mm.
feel anything, but the only thing I did feel was warm, and I said, "Uh oh." I started feeling warm, and I said, "Something's coming."
Something's happening.
Yes.
But I'm glad I did it because that day I felt so like shit that I said I will take anything right now.
Oh my gosh,
And I
yes.
said, well, because I said I don't have NyQuil, we don't have Dayquil. This is
Right.
my medicine. Because I heard stories even from back then that my grandpa and my uncles, one day when my mom wasn't feeling good, they said, well, she was like, I don't feel good, and she was like, and they told her, said,
Aww.
come on, just take a shot, and before you know it, we fixed her up, and she was fine.
Wow.
But she didn't want to do it because, but the thing is, this was a long, long time ago. She just said, I'm not drinking that. And then they said, you better drink it. So they gave her a shot, and she was good as new.
That's so cool.
And I didn't know because that's an old remedy for a lot of
I know, that's why I
older
called it
Indians.
Grandpa's cough syrup.
Right, exactly.
Holy crap, did we miss our second music break? We did our second music break, right? Yeah.
You
We
just
did
had
the first one.
Okay, good. I just didn't erase them. I'm like, holy crap, why are these songs staring at me? But it was funny. Okay, so I said, like, last weekend, I always have a 6-pack of beer and a double shot of vodka. And that's what I will provide myself on a weekend evening. I'll go through, okay, so pre-show, the double shot of vodka to get cozy. And then throughout the show, I'll have generally a beer per hour. Last couple weeks, it's been 2 beers through 3 hours. But I did have 2 shots of vodka left, and I actually took one to bed with me, like with that precipice in my head, like Grandpa's cough syrup. If things get really bad, I'll just take this double shot of vodka and drink it. And it just sat there by my bed the whole freaking time. I never took it because I felt so much like shit. All I could do was sleep, drink tons of water, and then when I needed sustenance, take that protein drink because I couldn't eat anything else because I couldn't taste it. And it was just like eating gravel.
Yeah. That's all I did was sleep. I think the fever just kept me unconscious, and I would be confused on whether it was day or night. I'm like,
I didn't even care.
Day. Well, you don't really, but people would call me, and I'm like, aren't you in school or shouldn't you be at work?
Right.
And it's like, yeah. So, but yeah, it was a mess. It was just a mess. But anyway, it's over. Yay!
Yay!
And you know what's crazy is that I feel a lot better from what I sounded from when I was talking to Jackie. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, I sounded like shit before.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of like, here I go. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. I'm back to my normal self.
Yeah.
Yay! You actually sound more like your normal self too.
I know, you should have heard us at the beginning of the show. We're both like, hi, what are you doing?
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's the truth, Jackie. That I told her. That's why I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the show. I said I feel like crap, and then Tessa's like, oh no, what happened? And then I told her, like, the messenger, I said, I'm gonna rest up, and I'll let you know. If I, will do a show. And I was messaging her because she was like, "Are you
got a color?"
And I was just like, "Yeah." So, but yeah, it was insane. But now that I'm happy that I'm back, so.
I know, and it all started like I think last week. You're like, "Hey, if you're feeling too bad to do a show or whatever, just let me know." And I think you were like kind of halfway hoping that I'd tap out before you had to tap out, and I was like, "No way," because like right now I'm in a place where. Having my husband sedated and intubated. Basically, he's in a medical coma. I can't fucking talk to him. So I just need to keep myself distracted with things that I love to do. And doing this show I really love to do. And so then when you said you were feeling sick, I was like, no! I would have read from a book to the masses because, I just want to spend that time with people. Even though we're not together, I can still feel the energy from everybody that's out there with us right now. But we do have another caller on the line.
So who do we have tonight?
So we have area code 408. Who are we talking to?
Hi, this is Linda Judd.
Hi,
Hi,
Linda.
Linda.
Hi,
Girl.
Chris.
Hi,
Welcome.
girl.
Glad you're feeling better. Yeah. And sorry,
You know what?
Tessa. I wish you could
I'm
talk
being,
to your husband,
I know, me too. And it's
for
so
you.
stupid because, like, they let me go the first time to the ER with him. We both had COVID. I just sat there with my arm crossed because I'm like, I'm not checking in. I'm not doing the stuff. Like, I should have done it so I could get, like, the steroids and the other stuff. And maybe I would be feeling better right now than I am, even though I feel tons better than I did before. But I'm like, maybe I should have checked in instead of being so hard-headed, but I didn't feel like I needed it. So I was just there for him. And he got his steroids and he got his oxygen and then went home and then he went back again with my daughter and I was so sick. Like, he made me come out to the living room that evening to watch a movie, which he didn't even really watch with me. But I think it was just being in the same room together that he wanted. And I kissed him goodnight and I'm like, I'm going back to the ice box to go to sleep because that's where I'm most comfortable. And I love you. And then I guess at 4 o'clock in the morning, my daughter Nova came in and said he wants to go to the ER and Kinsey's going to take him. And I feel so bad that I didn't get out of bed to go see him, but I couldn't, you know. I was just so sick. Even going to the bathroom was killing me. And so I'm like, just tell him I love him and I'll see him in a little bit because I didn't think they were going to keep him, and then they did. But it's been so crazy. Sorry, continue.
It's so kind of scary in a way that because we don't. I've been so well the whole time, and then now friends of ours we have a 3-building apartment complex, and this one building, it turns out, is like kind of full of people with COVID, and we didn't know it.
Scary.
wow.
It is, and all I can do is send out energy, and I'm hoping that will help because the energy is for using, for healing, for any kind of use that you want to do this.
You know what, Sister Linda? Yeah. I have bills. I have all kinds of other shit, and people have been asking me, is there anything I can do? What do you need? And I said, prayers and positive energy. That's all I can think of right now. And there's programs that I've reached out to help me, but what I really, really fucking need right now is prayers and positive energy. Because what else do you have? Like, how are you going to heal from this? So I commend you for doing that.
Well, I'm glad.
I will give that to you when we're done talking. I will do that for you, for both of you and Chris and your husband.
Thank you
too.
Thank you, Linda, for doing that. But
I appreciate it.
what I was going to tell you right now is that this healing card is coming up, and it's telling me there's a lot of research that you've been doing. And it's also telling me exactly what you're doing. You're doing a lot of magic energy, and you're sending a lot of positive. You're sending a lot of positive energy out. And then the 5 of Cups came up and says that there has been a lot of people around you. Well, not like around you physically, but you've lost a lot of people. People have been feeling good, but you're putting a lot of prayers into what you're doing. And as long as you keep that faith, Linda, you're doing very well. Because I'm being told that even though that you're in an apartment, with you doing all this light work, a lot of people don't know, and this is one thing I'm actually going to throw out there, that when you pray for people and when you send prayers and light and love, that's the best you can do for anyone, for including Tessa. I don't care who you do light work for. That is the best work that you can do, is sending light work to people. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you doing that, Linda, because you're doing a lot of good in what you're doing. But I'm also going to tell you something else. As you're doing that energy, tell you one thing that you need to know. As you're sending out the energy, you need to re-energize your energy
and ground
and ground yourself.
Grounding.
So as long as you're sending energy to everybody, you always have to make sure that you drink your liquids and that you keep yourself grounded and centered. Because if you don't, as you're sending all that energy out, some of that energy will try to come back to you because you're sending out so much energy that you're not having time for yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to recoup that energy before you send more out, because otherwise you're going to deplete, and it's not going to be good.
Yeah. And I'm still healing from my broken ankle, so I'm keeping watch on that. And it's kind of like I have to confess, that is kind of when I do know that when you send out energy to do healing work, you do connect and you do get energy back. And I'm like, want to do this so that I get to benefit from it too, and I send it to my ankle because I have to work on my balance. I can't even stand on my left foot for more than 3 seconds.
I just hurt my freaking bionic ankle by taking the trash cans back, and one kind of fell over on me with its freaking giant wheel, and I was like, mother freaking cut bicker, that really hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
Oh my God. I was gonna tell you too, Linda, is that even though, and this is one thing I've always wanted to do, but since I've been sick, I haven't been able to do it. And this is one thing I've noticed, that when you have a cough or you're just not feeling well, a lot of us light workers, they tendency to burn incense, but when we're sick, we can't have that incense.
Because you can't breathe.
Can't breathe, and then on top of that, it will make you cough more. So sometimes just doing energy work, you have to substitute it for all that stuff that we normally do. So as long as you send that energy
I pace
out,
myself,
and that you focus on yourself, and then even though, and this is what I'm being told, knowing that you cannot use incense or anything of that nature, even just soaking yourself in Epsom salt with lavender in a tub will help you. It will help you do wonders.
Cool.
And affirmations, just like when that shadow person was peeking around my left shoulder and looking at my face, and I turned to it and said, motherfucker, ain't no time or place for you right now. I have no time to play. You need to go the fuck away. Like, he went away. And then he started messing with other people around me. But, yeah, he's like, wow, I ain't trying to mess with her right now. But it's funny, like, as soon as, like, stuff starts to happen in your life, things like that will come in to try to drain you. And definitely, number one, Linda, you need to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't really take care of anybody else. And I know you're a lot like me. You're a people pleaser and somebody that has to help somebody. Like, you will help somebody before you ask for help for yourself. You need to take care of you so you can take care of them.
I've been actually giving in to taking care of myself, and things health-wise have improved even more.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And
you know what
I also have to acknowledge the folks that live here, where in the apartment complex, the 3-building apartment complex, that they have repeatedly told me that they're praying for me. So I was like, whoopee, that's really good.
It is.
That was awesome.
Positive energy towards you.
Okay,
yeah, and
Go ahead, sorry. I'll let you talk. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay. Well,
go ahead.
That was the thing that I felt was balancing what I was doing with helping other people. You know?
Okay, I'm out.
So we do have one more caller on the line. Chris, what are you picking up for Linda?
Okay.
Well, I already told her what
Me too.
I
was just making sure there wasn't anything else.
Alrighty, I'm fine. Okay?
You're awesome.
You.
You're not just fine, you're awesome. And I'm grateful that you're out there.
Yeah. I'll send you some energy soon. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sister. Nighty night, love and light.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
So we have area code 508. Who's on the line?
508. Who are you talking to?
Nope, that's me.
Hello, me.
That's me, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
I was only listening. Hi, I was just listening to the show.
Okay. Well, if you want to stay on the line and keep listening, feel free to, because we do have another caller on the line as well. So if you don't have a question for Chris, we'll move to the next one. Do you have a question for Chris?
I really don't have a question. What do you got for me, Chris? You got those crazy cards?
I love your accent.
Massachusetts.
Yes.
Okay, well, right now I'm going to go ahead and see what comes up for you. And then while we're doing that, if y'all hear like a little bell, that's me doing some energy work. So just
okay, I did hear that.
Let me get this reading.
I wasn't used to that.
Hold on. Okay, first of all, it's telling me to tell you that, okay, that's weird. These cards are actually telling me something else. So the card, now this is the creepiest, this is what I call the call-out card. So the first of all is that it's saying, okay, this is going to sound kind of weird, but it's just the card saying that, okay, is naked before stars. Is the first card, okay?
Yes.
So it's telling me to tell you, accept your inner beauty, size, color, and the way you are. So in other words,
Don't
you
be
need
so
to
critical.
accept, yeah, exactly. Don't be so jumpy about your body. Be acceptance of how God made you. Okay? And just love yourself.
I love my body. I'm nice and tiny.
Okay.
I love myself.
So in other words, so just be appreciative of how God made you. And then what I was told to tell you that for some reason, and you might need some protection after I tell you this. That I got the card revenge. So that's telling me that somebody must have some kind of revenge on you. And
somebody's got revenge?
Or taking vengeance. Okay, they're taking vengeance. And it's time to take arms against any seal of troubles by the opposing end of them. So in other words, there must be some kind of energy coming towards you, that there is somebody that has, I guess, anger towards you.
Somebody's being bitter for no apparent reason.
Yeah, and what I was told to tell you is that whoever this is, they say, I won't cry for you. I don't care how you are doing. So whoever this is, it's a person that's very bitter and
shallow,
very unhappy,
yeah,
and very unstable, and just, okay, I'm just gonna say it like this. Whoever the fuck this is a total bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna say it just like that.
I know who it is. I already know who it is.
I know
who it is. My own sister. My own sister.
Leave it to her, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I just got rid of mine too. Fuck that bitch. Over it.
That's what I was told to tell you. So just know that as long as you put protection over yourself, she can't touch you. As long as you put that protection barriers.
Yeah, I just put, well, I got my protection crystals and stuff like that. And I just put, I got salt on my coffee table. I got salt at my head where I sleep. So, I mean, come and get me.
Y'all hear that?
Yep.
Y'all hear that?
I do.
Yep.
I'm doing some energy work for y'all guys.
Yeah, and it's actually amazing what these different tones can do. A lot of people are like, what the hell is this creep show doing? It actually does help. Like, there's certain tones that clear, and there's binaural beats, and there's different things like that. Like, it's amazing what tones and beats and such can do.
So what does that mean, Chris? What does that beat?
Well, I'm using these different tones. That is more of what I'm doing is clearing the space for everybody, including myself. And what it's doing is that it's giving a vibration, because vibration is very important right now to everything that's going on. And vibration is a frequency of its own. It connects to, okay, that was weird. It connects to the angels, and it connects to other realms that we're not aware of.
Yeah, guides, angels, guides, and protectors.
So I'm just going to be doing that as protection.
So did you have any other questions for Chris? Because we do have one more caller.
So are you clearing my space? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think we all need that right now.
Yeah,
Chris, I really need to talk to you. I'm excited. Something that I don't know how I dropped into it, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I was very excited. If I can talk to you, it's too much to text, hon.
Okay, I was going to ask you, when do you want to talk? Do you want to talk after the show?
Yeah, and we got about 10 minutes before the show ends.
The show,
so if you want to stay online...
all right,
okay, I'll call you.
I'll listen.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, if you want to stay online for the last 10 minutes and then you guys can continue to talk after that, feel free to.
Okay.
That way.
Me, Chris.
Okay. Now we have area code 209. Who are we talking to?
Julie.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
Hi, Tessa. How you going?
Hi, Julie.
I'm hanging in there.
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the correct terms for it. Yeehaw, I'm really fucking afraid right now. I hope it works out.
Okay, yeehaw!
Julie, so what is it that you have a question? Do you have any questions for me, or do you just want me to see what comes
something
out?
about my book. Like, have I stumbled upon?
You said books?
Yeah.
Well, actually, what I'm being told is that you're stumbling across a lot of things, is what I'm being told. I'm sensing a lot of good energy, and you know what's funny is that I'm glad that you're very optimistic about everything, even though me and Tessa kind of just like.
She's got a very positive energy, and I'm getting some good stuff off this, especially with COVID, lockdown, all this other stuff. There's no better time to write a motherfucking book.
Yeah,
you don't know what this book is yet. So.
No, I don't, but I'm saying there's no better time to write a book because we're going to go even further into lockdown because stuff is going to get crazier and crazier.
You know what? Oh my God.
I believe it. You know I believe it.
Go, Chris.
I am so done. I am so done when you said that, Tessa, because you know what's funny? I haven't said it yet, but I was thinking about doing a live, but I'm not going to do it right now. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's funny that you say that because I feel that we are going to get another lockdown, even though I know y'all didn't want to hear that shit. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are going to go into another lockdown.
I see it every day.
But this time, it's going to be worse than what it was. So if you leave the premises, you will get a ticket.
Oh, the golden ticket.
So you will get a ticket if you go out of where you're supposed to be. So in other words, they will not give you a ticket if you go to the doctor or you have a doctor's appointment, or if you go to the groceries or anything of that nature. Now, if you're going out to go out of town or if you're going out to visit family, you're going to get a ticket. And they will have a lockdown. And it's gotten to the point where people are going to start stocking up on the water again. They're going to start stocking toilet paper. You name it, they're going to start stocking it up. And it's funny that Tessa said that because I'm seeing another lockdown. And I want to say within the next month.
Well, it's crazy here because shelves are already emptying. And it's like, why are all the chips gone? Or why are all this? Like, where is everything? I didn't get the notification that it's time to rape and pillage the shelves. What's happening?
Yeah, so I'm being told that we are going to go into another lockdown. So I'm going to give you some validation on that one. So thank you for sharing that, even though I know that none of y'all wanted to hear that shit. But yeah, we call it for what it is. We call it for what it is. So, but besides that, Julie, I do see that this book is going to come out. Just focus on what you're meant to do, and you're going to know what you need to put in that book. And I want to say that if you get the stuff done, that book will probably be out before school finishes. So in other words, I'm being told before June, July timeframe. So I'm being told that you will have that book out before then. But as long as you put that initiative and that time, I do feel that book will be out. As a matter of fact, I'm actually seeing it on Amazon. So yeah, your book is going to be out there. So let you know.
Well, this will be my fourth book on the Amazon stuff.
It'll be your first book, you said?
Fourth
book.
Fourth. What are the other books you have, just so we can check it out?
Well, 2 are anthologies. One's the international bestseller, Illuminate Your Joy. I always forget the other one.
Yeah, those are like your 2 favorite. But those sound awesome. I definitely check them out.
And then mine is Master in the Making. It's about the beginning of my spiritual journey. So.
Oh, I love that.
Julie, I was going to ask you, Julie, just by any chance, I know that you're writing this book, but why do I see this book coming out with you? And I don't know if you're thinking about writing another book besides this one, but I keep seeing the book of this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but you know how I call things out for what I see. I'm either seeing a book, either the end of times, or there's something that's gonna come out with what's going on in the world, and I feel like you're gonna share it with everyone. Like I feel like you're gonna share your experiences out to the public. And I don't know why, but I keep seeing that there's something that you're thinking about making another book. Don't know.
There's so many things that need to be said. I can see her taking care of that.
I already have the title for the next one, but this one's going to be epic. It's going to wrap, I think.
I can see it. It's going to be awesome. Epic. Epic is the perfect word.
I do feel that you're going to be doing a good job with these books, because I do feel that people need to do this, because due to COVID, that's all we're able to do is read these. So, yeah.
Yeah, remember when there used to be a certain C word that we didn't say? Now there's another C word we don't like to say. Isn't that funny? Not funny, haha, but funny peculiar, eh? Yeah, I tell you what. I'm kind of over it right now. I've had enough. Like Chris said earlier, where's my fork? I'm done.
I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the fucking BS. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Stick a fork in me, right in my hat.
Crazy. As far as I'm concerned, like Christopher said, and Tessa said, and I said, even though we were talking about medicine, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about what I think, guys. I feel that this year is bad. And like I said, I think 2021 was better. That's my personal opinion. And this year is like the shithole is what I'm being told. So yeah. How exciting.
The world's asshole. I can't believe we're here. How the fuck did we get here? How did we get so lucky?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. But that's very important. I don't know.
Part for the course.
I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's another, right, Tess?
I know. It's insanity, but hey, I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah, being a light worker and dealing with this bullshit, I'm sick of it.
I know. It's like I need a permanent vacation, like Aerosmith used to sing about. Let's do it. Where do I sign up? Okay.
I just want to say, I know that the airwaves do hear and spirits do connect. And even though this is a podcast, but I do believe that spirits do hear when you give your respect for them.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, I want to give respects to Betty White, because you gave her
I love Betty, man. She's awesome.
I just wanted to say that she's a God. You know, she's a love of
She's
light.
godsend. She's a beacon of light that to make us all laugh and feel happy. And one of her favorite lines that she said was, why do men brag about balls? Why don't they talk about vaginas? Because those things can really take a pounding. Balls really can't. Go, Betty. Go, Betty. It's your birthday.
Well, you know
it almost was, but you died. Damn it all. You had 2 more weeks.
As a matter of fact, her birthday's coming up. So
I know. She had like 2 more weeks before her birthday. And then she had a fucking stroke.
I think she went out on her terms, though. I really do.
Yeah, she had a stroke.
Yeah, but I really do. I think she was just one of those people that she did it her way, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think she cared as much as we did about that number.
I love Betty, man.
Oh, we were so excited. But she was like, nah, I want to go see my friends, like, now.
That's right. Well, on that note, you guys, we do have to go to our second music break. I thought we already did it, but I guess not. Like, I'm still in the vortex of the COVID time warp and brain fuck, aka brain fart. So on this break, we have Mr. Dan Medina. He used to be a member of Prime Example. He's going to be singing I Won't Let You Go. Then we have Prime Example from Krakow, Poland with Power Play. Actually, Prime Example is from Wisconsin. That's Roy Washington is actually a member. Sorry, got my stuff kind of shuffled around there. Power Play. Then we have Gravity from Krakow, Poland, My Last Goodbye, and then Fred Johnson the Thoid from Canyon County, California with After Dark. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this 13-minute and 13-second music break.
Things can't be unsaid. Streets of these are going to a dead end. Listening to waves on windy days, standing by the wall, making sense of it all. So alone in the dark, all alone in the dark. All alone in the dark, you're alone in the dark. 'Cause I won't let you go. You're so far away, always with my soul. I won't let you go. Oh, you're so far away, always with me in my soul. Yeah, yeah. Looking for a reason, not a lead. Mystified, lives inside a world selling us all. Oh, she's alone in the dark, all alone in the dark, all alone in the dark, so alone in the dark. 'Cause I won't let you go. I won't let you go. You're so far away, always with me in my soul. Yeah, yeah. And I won't let you go. And I won't let you go.
Once upon a lifetime was a man in the hood, tricked, misguided, and misunderstood. Till one day he cried out, Lord, save me, teach me the lessons of life, won't you raise me? Because I tried everything under my hat, and I found all my plans were tears in the right. I need a hero, a real life, a camaraderie, to step in, receive me, and deliver a power link. Something to raise my head from the dust. It's a must. I find someone in whom I can trust. I must grow in knowledge, live what I learn. I'm so glad to meet you. Yo, my name is Vernon. Lead me any way that you're willing, and I'll share. I need your power play. Yeah. Here comes another one. It's so good to be clothed in your right mind. Dreams to the front and all past behind. Memories of things you did so absurd. Came to the curb, now heard the word. Cause often we're low down, problems can grind us, but with power from God, yeah, we all still victorious. Listen to the seed, the knowledge and digest the rhythm, because a trooper like Jay keeps it righteous and express a prime example of a vocalist, adjust your bubble. Leroy is like dangerous trouble. Trouble if you want it, peace if you with it. Never before known of a man who can stand it, but so irrelevant. So kick it in if you will, Lord. And I shield. I need your power play. Yeah. Here comes another one. For the knowledge, and now you're not guessing. When power meets the darkness, the devil's got to go. Let's mock that weasel, and now he's going loco. If you got a problem, God can solve it. Power for the churro, and you're in his outfit. Why must the fit stay dirty so filthy? Get off your rear and whitewash the pickings. Power for cleansing, power for sanitizing, power for us, power for the rising of the sun. Cause in your darkest hour, you can look up and express to feel the power up. I need your power play. Yeah. Comes another one.
Say you can save me. she had the range, I knew she was the one that never could go home again. Plastic life by limo seats, I don't know why I can't control this urge to hurt again, yeah. Living at the door, I search lonely things to find, hidden shadows in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say, change it and stop, murder forever after. No matter what I say, after dark. Feeling meant to hurt and feel. Behind the place with days of December. Concerning words or meshed in my image. It doesn't matter what I say. It really doesn't. No matter what I say. After dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Secret homicides arranged in a series of pursuits. No matter what I say. Change and stop. Murder forever after. It doesn't matter what I say. Rude and fatal, lacking the hint of conscience. No matter what I say. After dark.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Tonight we are joined by the one and only Psychic Chris Garcia. Welcome back, Chris, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's been awesome.
You're welcome.
Yay!
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm so grateful.
This is really amazing tonight.
I was gonna ask for those cards hit home for you.
Yes, a big way.
Okay.
Wow.
And of course, I always have my Hidden Truth Oracle, even though I don't use them. But you know, it's funny that you mentioned them. I was actually thinking about doing a live on them one day. I haven't done it yet. So if you want to pop in, I might just add you on my StreamYard. You know how we did that StreamYard that last time?
Yeah, it's actually more efficient than Facebook. It's actually not as lagged.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that I do love a StreamYard because it's kind of interesting about stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
Tessa.
No, it's not you. It's just these people. Okay. I'm sorry. I know we're on air right now, and I know there's certain things I shouldn't say, but some people really fucking piss me off. I grew up Christian, even though I didn't go to church. I believed in God. I believe in my brother Jesus Christ. I believe in the Holy Ghost. I believe in angels. I believe in demons. I believe anything is fucking possible. But, there's people that are like, oh, we started a prayer vigil for you. It's probably reached across the world already. Yeah, because I have friends across the world already praying for my husband. Like, we're all praying, we're all doing this, and it seems like, I don't know, like we're trying to paddle upriver and nothing's fucking working. But, I mean, I don't know. He just keeps sending me these stupid God things, which I love God, but when you're trying to smother me and suffocate me with God is, the greatest and all this other stuff, there's been a lot of times when God has put me in my place, whether it be with my mom or my dad or my kids or whoever. I love and appreciate him and everything that he's done for me. And I've prayed and I've cried out to him with this new development, and I just feel like I'm still in the middle of a river, trying to paddle upriver, and nothing's helping. I'm still trying to put out positive energy and positive everything else, but this is really pissing me off. We are having a prayer vigil before church tomorrow. Any special requests or new developments I can share? And I'm like, no, same thing as per usual. Heal and bring Vern back home. That is all we need, okay? I don't need to be a widow or my kids to have a dead father. I do not want that. I want him to be healed and come back home. No matter what I've said in the past, I love the guy. There's a difference between divorce and death. Okay? Yeah. Let's, heal this guy. Get him back home. Get him with the family, because nobody deserves to go through this. And it's just I don't know. Some people just, kind of beating their own drum and stuff, and just, I don't know. I don't need that. I don't need that. Just give me positive energy and prayers for my husband, not even for me.
That's all you can do. And I was going to say is that all I do is light and love. And even though I'm Catholic, but I don't throw God in people's face, because one thing that I heard from my ex, and it's funny that you mentioned God. One thing I've noticed as being a psychic and a medium, and along with my religious, and I'm going to tell you a little something. And this is a true fact. It doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you evil. But I'm going to tell you one thing. When you talk about God, it causes arguments.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows that. And because a lot of people, they try to throw God and God and God and God in your face. And I understand. God is our divine Lord.
Oh, yeah, trying to shove it down your throat. Even COVID vaccinations. You need to get your family vaccinated and protect them. Okay, 7 people. 1 out of 7 people went to ICU. That's pretty good numbers. 2 being vaccinated, the rest not. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. And what really pissed me off is this individual is talking to my husband and asking him questions and then sharing this private information with other people. Seriously? So I had to go through and delete these remarks from this certain person. Yes, Haji Camel Toe, you've been a friend of my husband for quite a long time, but there's no reason you should be sharing his personal vaccination or other fucking records with anyone. That was personal information that he shared with you, and he trusted you to keep it, but you had to put it out there online. So I had to go out there. I did not block him, but I did erase his comments, because it's nobody else's business if you're vaccinated or not, or if you did this or not. All we're asking for is prayers and positive energy. What don't you get? No wonder you're divorced.
I was going to say, do we have any callers? Or did the callers leave?
Not at the moment. We had the caller on, and holy shnikes. I'm going to actually try to add this one on again, because it didn't go through, and it was crazy.
We have a 970 here.
You do? Is 970 here? Hey, Kathy, what's up?
It worked.
I was trying to add you. Thank God. I was like, man, I tried everything, and it's not working, and she's here. Thank God. How are you doing, Kathy?
Well, it's just, that's the way my whole day's gone, so
Aww.
I'm not surprised.
Well, you're here now. Thank God Chris saw you. Thanks, Christopher. Mighty Man Wayne Fisher. How's it going, Kathy?
I agree with you, Tessa. I think that people go overboard with that, too, and when the Jehovah Witnesses or
Oh my gosh.
the Mormon sisters or any of those people talk to me, I let them know, hey, if I want you to talk to me, I will call you.
Definitely. Yeah, and it's hard for people to ask for help sometimes, but I don't know. My sister Lisa, she's been calling a lot. She hasn't said it to me, but she's said it to my kids. She's like, okay, she did say it to me once. She's like, I really miss seeing you at church. And I'm like, well, that's funny because when I was going to church next door, you were never there. You were at the other church down the road. She's like, well, it'd be really nice to see you here. And then she keeps telling my kids, you guys really need to come back to church. And it's like,
well, you just have to realize that those people are really very simply trying to give assistance even though they don't really know how.
Yeah.
And the only thing that you need to concentrate on is your husband and your family and make sure that nothing bothers you outside of that.
Well, and she called me like right before the show, and I was like, hey, Sister Lisa, what's going on? She actually used to live where my oldest daughter lives now, 2 houses down. So the family's really close at the moment. I really love it because we can just walk down the road and see her. But that's where Lisa used to live, and she's checking on us, and now she's a member of the church I used to be a member of, which is kind of funny to me. But yeah, she's like, I just wanted to call and check on you and see how Vern's doing and see how you're doing, and I'm just really worried about you, which, me too, but thank goodness, I don't know, I'm in this sort of realm where I'm either sleeping or making phone calls. So I've got hooked up with the Salvation Army, and they've helped me with electricity and wood. Wood will be here early this coming week.
I can help you with some of that, Tessa.
Well, we got that covered, and then we got food covered, and then now I just recently received a water and trash disconnect and insurance for the fucking Dodge Ram that has no 4-wheel drive, and the Thunderbird, which is I think a 70s model, early 70s. I think I'm going to take the Thunderbird off, keep the Dodge Ram on, depending on what the insurance will cost, but I have to pay the water and trash and the insurance by the 17th. And it's just like kind of weird because...
Make me a private phone call tomorrow and we can talk about those things.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird because I'm not used to like doing this stuff. And it's cool because other people are coming out of the woodwork and helping me because they know I will not ask for help. I will be drowning before I ask for help. But it's really awesome that people are helping. And I'm grateful for what you've done for me and my family, even before all this COVID stuff started to happen. But do you have a question for Chris? I know you do.
I just want a free reading. I'm just, I've been sort of hibernating myself, not because I'm ill or anything, just because I'm feeling out of sorts. And I'm not sure why. And I just need a reading to tell me where I'm at exactly, because the only thing I do is like go to the store and stay home and clean,
Okay.
So I'm not really getting into anything, and I've been mostly trying to get my appearance better and clean up my dirty trailer.
Okay. So first of all, got the nurturing card. It says that you're a nurturer. You have been nurturing yourself, and I'm being told it's time for you to take care of you and not focus on others. That's one thing that you tend to worry about others instead of yourself. Because when you focus on others, you forget time to heal yourself, is what I'm being told. Okay.
When I had to stop because I had like 3 different people I was helping, and I went, oh, I gotta stop,
Yeah. And then the thing is, what I was being told is for you to consume and save your energy, because the energy card came out, and it says with the medical symbol, it says that you need to save your energy due to.
I need to have you repeat that.
To save your energy.
Yeah, save my energy. That thought came to my head,
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that is that you need to save your energy and consume it and just drink everything that you're supposed to drink and stay on your mids. And then the other card that came out is a magician.
What about toxic family? Are you picking up on toxic family, staying away from, etc.?
Yeah, I've been staying away from all of them. My sister came from Washington, though, because my mom got really sick over Christmas. And so I went to see her, but I only stayed like 20 minutes, and I've only been there twice since Christmas.
I feel like your sister's been far enough away from the other toxicity that I don't feel like she's toxic. I feel like she's a safe place for you. Everybody else in this little grouping that's been doing all this bullshit over the years, I think you need to stay away from them. But your sister is a safe ground. What do you feel, Chris?
Honestly, I got the magician card with energy. I was kind of getting more of to stay away from people or the family because I kind of get like magic is involved in this, even though you might not believe in that. But
they're just pulling head games right now, and they're manipulating and trying to get whatever they can.
And I know, and I've told you repeatedly to stay away from them and quit listening to the fucking peanut gallery because what they're saying about your daughter and your grandkids is bullshit. Every single thing you come to me from them, what they're saying is bullshit. It is not true. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're trying to fuck with your head.
So I just feel like they are trying. There's a lot of energy there, and I do feel that whatever's going on, there is manipulation, there's control, there's obsession, there's like a lot of energy around you. So what they're trying to do is trying to get.
Well, they can't. They haven't been able to recently because I haven't been around them. It's been like I've been seeing Tanya, the counselor, right? And every week we talk about different ways for me to go forward without being affected by those people, and it's working.
Yeah.
I only have to go, like, if there's an emergency with my mom, I have to go be there, but my stepdad's really bad right now, so I'm staying away from there. I ain't going around.
Yeah, good job.
I would suggest you to do whatever you do because I do sense like there's an ill intent because I'm more of the psychic medium, but I also pick up on witchy things. So I would say that whenever you step into that area, they put negative intent out there to make you ill. They do things to like kind of control and get in your head.
Oh yeah, they're narcissists. There's no question about it. My mom's a narcissist.
And it's affected your family, like, beyond what you can even fix at the moment. And it's very sad, the damage that has been done. But how do you retrain someone? How do you retrain the way someone thinks?
I have retrained before, Tessa.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people involved, like your daughter, etc.
You can't retrain them.
Yeah. They've gone through what they've gone through. They've had their traumas. What do? It's very difficult. Very scary.
But I do feel that you're going to get through it. It's just that you just stay the fuck away from them.
That's what I've been saying.
And then on top of that, there is a possible, even though they're narcissists, I do sense a little bit of magic involved. I actually want to say that there is some voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
Or
hoodoo.
Even just our center.
Well, where do you think that's coming from, though?
That's coming from the family members that are lying to you and telling you the stuff that is going on. Like, you definitely need to, like Chris said, get away from that.
Can I
know everybody feels like, hey, it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, it's this, it's that, so I need to be around my family. No, not true. You need to find your own way, find your own freaking family, and get away from the mind fuckers, because the more you allow yourself to be mind fucked, the more your life is going to be messed up. And that's where all of this came from, right? With you and your daughter and now your grandkids. It's not because of you, it's because of what came before, and you need to get away from it.
Well, I'm away from it.
Not really. You go there holidays.
Well, just listen to me.
I was going to tell you that I was going to tell you that I keep seeing a male going to someone else to get this shit done. I'm actually seeing your picture on an altar to get this shit done. They want to control you. They want to. In other words, I'm just going to tell you like this: you are their fucking puppet. Whatever you do, whatever they do to the puppet, you do it. They tell you to jump, you say how high. You say, you know what, you need to go see mom. They do this.
You know, I put that on Facebook the other day on the page where it says, "What's on your mind?" Right? I put, whose hoops am I supposed to jump through today?
I saw that.
So
yeah.
I do feel that.
Hopefully they'll read it.
And I'm hoping. But that's what I was told to tell you is that even though Tessa might know a little bit more of what, because she probably talks to you, but on my aspect of it, they have some fucking work being done on you. And I'm going to tell you that for sure. And I know my shit because I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've been able to always tell when someone, even though they might say, we don't believe in that, or my family was never into that shit. No, bullshit.
That's a fabrication.
Because some people always tend to, for people that don't believe in anything or believe in a God or religion, and knowing that the narcissists, they say they don't believe in any of voodoo, or they don't believe in witchcraft, they don't believe in God.
Do you know how many cults and stuff are covered up by lies and deceiving?
They definitely believe in that stuff. Even like my ex-husband, the one that I was married to last, he actually practices Wiccan, so they believe in it.
Are you talking about the one that starts with a D?
You just validated me.
Okay.
You just validated me right there. So that tells me that they might say that they don't believe in that, or that they don't practice that shit, but I'm going to tell you right now.
They deny, but they practice.
Yeah, I understand. But see, I haven't had any contact with him since I left him, and that's been like 14 years ago.
Sorry, what were you saying, Chris?
I'm going to tell you a little secret with magic, and I should know. They don't need to be in contact with you.
When you say magic, what do you mean?
Supernatural, paranormal.
Supernatural, more of the darker arts is what I'm seeing.
Well, I know, but can't I handle that?
I think you have, but I think it's such trauma for you that... Do you feel like she would freeze up if it was against her again?
Honestly?
Because that's how I feel.
You know what I was told to tell you? And I was going to ask her, what's her name? Tessa, what's her name?
Kathy.
Okay, for Kathy, I was going to ask you a question. Do you have... okay, they're telling me to tell you this, and people are going to freak out. But anyways, you have a Ziploc bag with you? A Ziploc bag with you. Do you have it? Do you have Ziploc bags?
I can't hear you.
That's it. You have Ziploc bag. Yes, that's what I'm asking.
I don't.
Okay. Well, this is what I was told to tell you. If you know who's doing it, what you can do is write their name in a piece of paper, and what you do is this is what you call a freezing spell. So if anybody's trying to do anything to you, you put the name of who you suspect of who's doing it. You put it in water, you seal it up, and you put it in the freezer, and you do not touch it. Because what that does is that you freeze it.
So you put it put it in the Ziploc bag and then put it in water and then freeze it?
Ziploc, water, freeze, and then don't touch.
But then touch
okay.
After that. But you got to know the name of the people that are doing it. And what that does is that when you freeze it, you're freezing the situation, you're freezing the control, you're freezing the domination, you're freezing everything that they could possibly do. And what that does is that it closes the situation to where you are untouchable. They cannot touch you as long as you don't go to them. you just that will keep a distance, and that's what I call a freezing spell. But it's gotta be with a black pen, or you can actually do it with the red pen. It's just whatever your preference is. But you put the names of the person, and then you put it in a piece of paper, and then make sure that paper stays in there. Even though I know that when you put water, water tends to float, but don't put it to where it's all the way to the top, and you see the paper coming out. Just make sure you put it enough to where it's underwater, seal it up, and you put it in the freezer, and don't let anybody touch it. And it's got to be to where when you put it way back there, nobody sees that Ziploc bag, because they're gonna ask you, "What is that? Is that a piece of meat back there?" You don't tell them, because you don't need to tell them a damn thing. As long as you have that paper back there, you just seal it up and keep your mouth shut. Don't even tell anybody what you did.
Okay.
And that's how you. And I'm gonna tell you, I've done that for me, and it does work wonders, because I'm familiar with protection magic. I'm familiar with a lot of stuff that people don't know about me. And I do a lot of protection and prayers for my mom and me.
Well, what I was told about my daughter, it made me angry that the person would say something like that about her, but it hurt me. It hurt me.
Well, you know what, sister? I'm closer to your daughter than any of these other motherfuckers that are trying to tell you this bullshit, and she's doing really good. Yes, around fair time here in La Plata County, she was not doing so well. But guess what? She's been doing good. She's been going to do water therapy. Her and her boys are together. She's got older kids that are doing their own thing, but she's got her boys. She got herself. She is doing so fucking good. And last time I saw her, she was clean, and she was just worried about how her nipples looked under her t-shirt because she just got out of the pool and she had a wet bathing suit. And she's like, does this look nasty? Does this look gnarly? She's doing so good, and she is on such an even plane, and she looks happy and healthy, and I can actually understand what she's saying. You know, she and I were the best of friends, and we look out for each other, and we still do. Like, she was just looking after me the other day. How are you? How's Vern? What's going on? She's doing so good right now. So I don't want you to listen to the peanut gallery or all these other people that have been trying to run your life this whole fucking time. You need to let them go. You need to cling on to your kids and your grandkids, and you need to let the uncles and aunts and grandparents and whoever else go, because all they're doing is setting the stage for something negative. And like Chris was saying, this is all fictitious. This is all to control you. This is all to mess with your head. What Sadra and what your daughter and her kids are doing.
Kathy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah.
This is Donna. I've been listening. I'm a friend of Chris. I'm going through the same thing because I have abilities and my family. Chris knows. Just please listen to them. I know they're your family. You love them. I know they're your family. I know you love them, but they're vicious. They're not good for you, hon. Just stay away. I'm going through the same thing with my sister. I mean, my sisters are so vicious.
I think people think that we're... Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that people think that if you're going to stay away from your family, you should just pick up and move away and forget about everything else that you have, and I'm not going to do that.
You can stay where you're at.
I've made a life separately.
No, listen,
I've made a life
my
separately.
sister
I love myself, so...
Listen, my sister lives, one of my sister lives right where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't talked to her in
years,
maybe 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
And then my other sister that's very vicious is in Florida. I'm in Massachusetts. But she still puts me in the middle of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I still get phone calls. I still get phone calls constantly because those two sisters are at each other's throat. And they try to put me in the middle of it.
Okay, clear it
my
up.
My younger sister that is here right now has never been nice to me, and she's got me into a lot of trouble when we were in Oregon until this time when she came.
And they're
now
so...
she's being really nice.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's scary,
but
right?
You know what?
That's scary.
You gotta, but listen, she has a past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zebras don't change their stripes.
And leopards don't change their spots. Yeah.
That's right. So you have to be careful.
Wary. Very wary.
She's your sister, but you have to have eyes all around you.
Especially
and
in the back of your head.
Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through the same thing, honey. My mom's 86 years old, and my sisters are waiting for her to die and fighting over her estate. I mean, that's what my vicious family's doing right now.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds real familiar.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
it's like a bunch of crows or meat gatherers. Vultures.
You have to listen to me first. What I'm saying to you is I realize how my family is. That's why I go to see the counselors. That's why I do stay away from them. That's why I have friends like Tessa.
Yeah.
And that's why what Chris has to say is very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's coming from a place of fire from my family that he's feeling.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't care how nice they are to you and they want to try to make amends.
Mm-mm.
Well, I didn't finish with that. I didn't finish with that. She was really nice when she saw me, you know. Yeah. And then the next night, I had a friend that died, like about a year ago, and he was a friend of the family, right? Well, the next night, my brother and sister call me on the phone, wanting a lady's phone number so they can get his old phone number. And I'm getting this message, and
so
I didn't
ridiculous.
even bother to respond.
I would just ignore them.
I didn't answer it because that's just another way to get to me. You know? And
exactly.
You gotta stay away from that shit. Okay, Chris, go ahead. Sorry.
But I was told to tell you, I know that you love your family. Okay, that's I can see that right through you.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know how much I love my family anymore.
Hold on, Kathy.
They pretty much destroyed my life.
Yes, Kathy. Let him finish, please.
Yeah, the thing is that I feel that what I told you about the Ziploc bag.
Mm-hmm.
If you want them to fucking leave you alone, this shit needs to be done. Now, if you will be, do it and you have the free will, to do what the hell you want. I'm the messenger. Okay?
No, I will do it as soon as I figure out where I put the Ziploc bags.
Yeah, put it in some water, put it out to freeze, put it in the freezer after that, whatever. I think you put whatever into the water. Yeah, put your intentions into there, let it freeze outside, then take it to the freezer where it will stay frozen to keep these things frozen to keep from attacking you. But I need you to stay away from these negative entities, and I've told you this before in the past. You know this, and you said, well, I only go around during holidays, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't fucking matter. Stay away from them even during holidays. There is no real reason for you to be around these negative entities because all they want for you is negative. And that's the last thing you need.
I haven't been around my family in, oh my God, I don't know how many years for a holiday.
Yeah. Kathy, you around them for Thanksgiving, you around them for Christmas. Why? I don't understand.
Because I wasn't there at Thanksgiving. Hello?
I can tell you.
I can hear you.
I wasn't there at Thanksgiving, but see, separate members of family. Like for Thanksgiving, I went to a different brother's house, and I'm friends with my brother's wife, and they treat me really good. So I went there for Thanksgiving. And for Christmas, I did go to my mom's because she was so sick and I had to do Christmas.
Yeah, but
just do that. Don't stay there long, though.
Go ahead, Chris.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
stay very long.
Say it again, Chris.
I was there like an hour.
Yeah.
You know?
I was just told to stay there, and then on top of that too, I would get some Epsom salts and put it around your four corners of your home.
The other thing I'm thinking too, Chris, is some iron nails or something that you use for railroad ties. Put those in each corner of your fucking house to keep this negative stuff out. And your whole
Just
Christmas.
a minute, I gotta turn the light on so I can make a list here.
Yeah. Well, we'll cover this after the show, but also your Christmas list. I know your mom was dying, etc. You could have called her. You could have done so many different things, but being in the presence of these evil people that are saying and doing these different things. There's so many things that you have told me about your daughter that are not true, and these things should be ignored and unencountered. So you need to break ties with whoever the fuck keeps telling you this negative bullshit, because this is not true. Just because you don't have contact with your daughter doesn't mean what they are saying is true, because I know her more than them, and I know that she is on...
I didn't believe it.
Yeah, and she is on the best path that she's been on in a long time, and I'm proud of her. I was worried about her during fair time, and she came to do security with me, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to let you go early because you are not in the best frame of mind. She's doing really, really good right now, and I'm so fucking proud of her, and she's trying to heal herself and get over her last marriage, which, man, when they first got together, I had the most faith in them, and everything was looking so awesome, and then all of a sudden he deteriorated to what he was in the first place, to who he actually was, and that's where it gets scary, and that's what happened with your family too. So you guys both need to get past this, and I don't know if I need to be a mediator to get you guys together for dinner or something so we can actually talk face to face, because I think online and all this other stuff that we've been trying is not working.
Help her daughter do that bag too.
Huh?
You know what I mean? Because help her daughter too, because
yeah, we're the best of friends. We help each other. Like we just talked the last 2 days.
My son is a recovering addict.
Yeah. So am I.
I'm still trying to do the rocks, put rocks around the house in the corner.
Epsom salt is what you call it.
And iron, old iron. But continue what you were saying. Sorry.
My son, he's a recovering addict, and for a long time, and he just got out of prison, state prison, 3 years.
Yes.
And he only got out in October. And I mean, he looks awesome. He's working. When he went into jail, he was like 110. He was so skinny.
All twacked out.
It was horrible.
Poor guy.
I cried.
Yeah.
You know, for him to be at my house. And if you ever met my son, he would give you the shirt off his back. You know, he's
a good person.
You know, he's done so much. He's an awesome person. But
the drug fucks him up.
Anyway, yeah. But his father's a recovering. His father's an addict. I shouldn't say recovering. His father's 57 and an addict. He's in Florida. But my kids have no part of him. I raised them and taught them, and they saw the father going through this.
Well, good for you, Mom. Like, you took care of your shit, but then you allowed them to see him, too, because they need every part of them.
At the same time, well, no, I never allowed my kids to see him. I told him, if you're using, you're not seeing them. If you stay clean, you can see your kids. That's it. But anyway, my point is, my son is doing awesome. He's almost 200 pounds. And he's got a 3-year-old that needs open heart surgery. He's doing awesome. He's on track. He's working the whole 9 yards. But then we got family, like I was saying, certain vicious family in Florida. They don't know anything about my son.
Nope.
But they're starting vicious rumors.
They think they know everything, right? They got to tell everybody everything they think they know, which they don't know shit.
In Florida. And they're starting vicious rumors calling me. Oh, I would check on your son. He's using again.
Jeez.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
How many thousands of miles away are you?
Time.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's like, how many thousands of miles away are you with your bullshit that you're making up just to make family drama? Really? Is it worth it?
I said to her, you haven't seen my son since he was 10 years old. You only know he's a recovering addict because word of mouth through the family.
That's
you
so
don't know
stupid.
Shit. You never tried to help him. But anyway, I'm just saying.
Here's what I do with stuff like that.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Here's what I do with stuff like that. I listen to what people have to say to me about my kids. And sometimes I don't even tell people that I'm their mom. And they're talking to me about my kids, and they don't know that I'm their mom, and I wait till they get all done. And then I tell them who I am.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
Chris, what were you saying?
You know, she needs to stay away from them.
Sorry, Chris is trying to talk, but he's so quietly spoken that when people talk, they talk over him.
I was just going to say, and I'm going to get off. I'm going to go back on mute. I was going to say she needs to stay away, also the daughter, because being a recovering addict, they can't be around negativity like that because
they'll
it
absorb
will make her fall.
Yeah.
It'll make her fall again, and she don't need that. She's trying to do good. Let her stay good.
Can I
let
say
her
this?
make a bag like that too.
Can I say this?
Sure.
I was going to say for Donna, I would say...
I'm not...
Let Chris talk real quick first. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I didn't want to lecture.
Chris
I'm
Garcia.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to protect. That's all.
I know.
I'm not trying to lecture.
No.
But the thing, but for Kathy, I was told to tell you is that I know how they all came at you and they told you what you need to do. And me, I'm very humble. Tessa can tell you that, but I call it for what it is. Get that shit done. Put that Epsom salt around you, and then get those nails, iron nails, and put it all around. And then you should be fine as far as that's concerned. Now, as far as the family, if they spread rumors or they just keep talking shit, let them move their mouth. Okay?
Because they keep doing it anyways.
Yeah, and they're going to keep doing it. Now, this is another thing you can do, and this is what I love. I love this shit. If you want to shut their fucking mouth up, I can give you another recipe. Get a shut your mouth candle, put the name in it, and put some bell peppers in it.
And what exactly is a shut your mouth candle? Can you explain that to us?
It's a shut up candle to where people stop talking shit, gossip, rumors, whatever you want to call it.
I know, but how do you identify it? Is it a certain color or does it have a certain stamp?
It's blue and black.
Okay.
Okay. You can look that up online. It's very, and I know this shit because I've done it.
Yes.
I'm using the shut your mouth oil, pepper, you know that pepper that they used to have at
the cayenne.
Where you put that in the candle, but don't put too much of it. You put a little bit in it.
Yeah.
And you put like that candle, and I guarantee you will not hear a peep from them. And the reason why I know is because I've done it. So people, when they start talking shit, which, matter of fact, I got something else to tell you, Tessa. I found out from a friend of mine that I used to have another chats that my fucking name is being bashed still to this day, saying that, and I'm pretty sure she's listening to the show, but I really don't give a shit. Is that thing that she and I bet you know who I'm gonna talk about. Tess, don't say the name though.
Okay.
There's his mother, where the daughter was missing.
Yes.
Does that ring a bell, Tess?
Mm-hmm.
Does that ring a bell? Well,
yeah, and I still see it like off. It's like I don't know if it's exactly a bridge, but it's a over thing, like where the road goes over a canal. It's not really deep. It's kind of shallow, but it's by an old tree, and I can see the carpet and the body washing up, and it just takes somebody being there in that area to find it, but nobody has really found it yet. I think they're too inebriated or something to find it. This body that's been missing for a while. kind of creepy. Okay, so I want to talk more about this stuff, you guys, for real. But Chris,
I want to talk.
Yeah, we are at the end of our time. We're at 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Chris, can you tell our friends and listeners where to call you, where to find you, where your YouTube channel, Facebook, etc. are?
Okay, they can find me on Chris Psychic Garcia on Facebook. You can reach me at my own personal cell phone, 210-974-3470. I'll say it slow again.
Well, can I say something?
You have to wait a minute, sorry.
And it's 210-974-3470. Now, for the ones that are not on my YouTube page, you can put Psychic Chris. Welcome to everybody. Like that subscribe button. And the more you subscribe, maybe I might just do some videos on YouTube so you can check me out on there. Like I said, you can reach me at 210-974-3470 or my email, Garcia187love@gmail.com. And I was going to say, too, Tessa,
3470?
Yes, it's 3470.
Okay.
It's 210-97. I can't even talk. 210-974-3470. So it's 974-3470. Just don't forget the 210 in front of it.
Yes.
Right, okay.
I was going to tell you, Tessa, thank you for having me on, even though...
Thank you for coming in. I was afraid we weren't going to make it. I was like, man, this COVID has been a bitch on so many different levels, and now it's going to keep me and my brother apart. I don't think so. Like when you're like, hey, if you need to take time off, that's cool. And I'm like, hell no. I'm going to do this because I need it. I'm so grateful you were here.
Well, now I want to say this, and then I'm going to get off the phone, okay? I disagree with the fact that you need to keep me away from my daughter because I think I'm exactly what my daughter needs right now.
Are you saying I'm trying to keep you away from your daughter? Because I've never tried to do that.
The other lady said you should have her stay away from me. I don't believe that.
No, I think you need to stay away from your family that's been negative, and you need to move on. You need to be your own person and start from your own level and see your daughter and your grandkids.
Honey,
stay away from everybody else. Yeah, I think things have been misconstrued.
You and your daughter stay away from the negativity. I didn't say that, sweetie.
No, yeah. You guys stay together. Stay away from the negative side.
I did not say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
But listen to me.
Well, I have to cut you off. I'm cutting you off right now because I have to say thank you to all of our friends on We Are Paradox Media's Facebook, KPNL, Twitter, Periscope, iHeartRadio, and wherever else beyond the Omniverse you've been listening tonight. I had a wonderful time. You guys come back tomorrow night. We have Who Killed FDR by author Stephen B.U. Bainey. So, don't forget, we are all in this together. Together, we can make the world a little better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there is no us. Nighty night, love and light, take care of my yous, and we will see you back here, same time, same crazy baddie place.